do it because we got an intro to do, so you got a little bit of time. You got like, I don't know, at least 45 seconds.
Is
The man in black fled across the desert,
No,
and the
we don't have
gunslinger
that.
followed.
This episode of the
Jay Jones Basket
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
You ready? We getting the cue? All right. Drop the beat.
They mad, they ain't famous. They mad, they still nameless. But we still hood famous. Yeah, we still hood famous.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Pam, come on. We're talking about Texas. Somebody somewhere wants enough cocaine to forget they live there.
Yeah, but not 100 pounds.
Maybe we'll get lucky, find an entire town that wants to commit suicide.
Tingling with excitement, trembling with horror, and throbbing with emotion.
Watching you, you're really fantasy. You prance a plane and no-go. Look at you, look at me. Sign in and tell your secrets and who you wanna be. No need to spy on anyone. They give it away for free. Give it away, 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 give it away for free. Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away for free. On your little scribe.
Show number 262. It is a day of something. I lost our notes. I just went totally blank.
This is show 262, the day of May the 8th. We've passed May the 4th.
You see what I put on the show notes?
We've
It's
done May the
2017.
8th.
We've gone back in
And
time.
it is 2018. I'm Matt Stubbs from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast show. I'm better at this than Dustin.
Matt, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday,
Dustin,
Bigfoot.
happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Bigfoot.
I was joking, Dustin. I know. I'm not better than
Marlon,
you.
happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Marlon.
Happy Tuesday, Bigfoot. Happy Tuesday, Stubbs.
Marlon, happy Tuesday, man.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Marlon. All right, that's all I'm doing.
His is my favorite.
Who, Marlon?
Yeah.
They're so upbeat and fun.
Yeah, they're like, hey, it's time for me to call the show, tell them happy Tuesday, while I pull over, eat this corny dog, and smoke a lefty.
Yes,
I bet Marlon does that on his lunch break.
probably.
I bet he goes, gets corny dogs for the ladies at the office, picks up a few extras, and then pulls over on 287 Business and just blazes one up.
Why 287 Business out of all things?
I just picture Marlon working out there.
You're pretty damn close.
Have you been to his place of employment?
Uh-huh. Not to hang out with him,
And
but
so-
I've
and I'm
been
really
out there to
close?
work.
I'm
Yeah,
really close?
You're really close.
Wow.
That's what kind of blew my mind. Was it?
You think I went to work with Marlon one day?
Well, also
Like,
287 Business kind of cuts through all of Fort Worth.
Yeah, it does. Well, I'm talking about the sketch, like where it get that. Well, there's a lot of sketch, I guess, on that route. But the sketch part that I was talking about specifically mentally in my head was where it right there at Rendon, Kennedale area.
Oh
under
no,
the
that's
bridge,
not that
at
age.
20. Okay, so he's not
complete
that far.
Complete
Not that
opposite
far.
end.
Okay.
He's up here by us, by TCJC.
All
the,
right.
the Saginaw end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah, sketch there too.
Okay.
If you're into that.
Blue Mound is. I grew up out.
Yeah. Blue Mound
on the edge of
Road?
Saginaw.
Yeah, look what Blue
that-
Mound produced.
I'm from Saginaw.
Nothing
More
good
like the
happens in
lake,
Blue
though.
Mound,
I
dude.
claim, like
when you hear Blue Mound
Nice
Road
part.
in the news, you know you're like, up shit.
Stabbings.
Yeah,
Or
meth and
Meth
stabbings.
lab blew up.
Yep.
You're talking about Log Cabin Village area, right?
Yeah.
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 Old school Log Cabin Village.
Is it still there?
No.
Man, I had a friend that went in there in one of their little rooms that you can, their viewing rooms, and it was crazy. We were already nervous because we were like 16 or something, and we went in there and it was late at night, and one of my buddies went to one of those viewing rooms, and he swears he was watching a video and he looked over and there was just an eye,
Oh yeah.
just dead staring at him
They
like
were-
in a little peephole.
He's lucky it was an eye.
Not the other kind of eye.
Well, what would it have been, Chad?
That's creepy as
Just
shit.
saying, I've heard some rumors.
The one-eyed.
I couldn't.
You know,
figure-
it's so
I never
flesh eye.
could figure out those video games. I went in as a youngster.
What do I do with this thing?
Adult arcade just sounded like something kind of
Yeah.
fun. Like I'm done with Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever have the rumors growing up that there were secret cartridges for the Atari and for the Nintendo that were XXX?
I never heard that.
Why do
You
you
never
never
did?
heard that either.
Oh,
I knew
that
Duke-
was
Duke
urban
Nukem did a-
legend for all us kids.
Why do you
We're
think
like,
we blew
I
on
think-
the cartridges all the time?
Yeah.
hopefully
I
the
think-
farmer's daughter comes out
I
because
think-
that was one. That was one of the games. Was the
Duke
farmer's
Nukem
daughter?
had an actual penthouse version that it put out for a while, like on PC, I think, and I played that.
where it's pixelated boobies.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
heavy pixelated boobies. Like
Yeah, it was back when you had to watch the image drop down when you
I wonder
clicked
if
on
anyone's
porn.
ever Googled that heavy pixelated boobs. I'm
It's
into
gotta
that
have to
heavy
have been.
pixelated.
Like that's
there's
what I'm
gotta
into.
be right.
Nobody's ever done that.
It's got to be a fetish for that heavy pixelation.
Give me some of that pixelated anus.
Heavy
Heavy
pixelated anus.
pixelated anus. Hardcore pixelated anus.
You know what? I'm opening Google right now.
Been looking for heavily
Heavy
pixelated anus.
Google Trends. Check it out.
pixelated boobs. Let's see what comes up.
Duke Nukem.
Let's see what comes up.
This
Yeah.
only this only
Watch
happens
this.
from the generation that like
Whoa, Dustin, why did it auto-populate when you put that in?
I don't know.
A lot of pixelation.
this
on
only
here.
comes from the generation that will like stare at the fuzzy channels every once in a while so that you
Oh,
can
man.
catch
Yeah.
a
Oh,
teddy
man.
No,
on a
yeah.
cable
Oh, yeah.
TV
I did that
show.
all the time.
You're getting
Yeah.
too close
My
to home
parents-
now.
my
That's
parents-
close to home.
Yeah, my parents would never get the real deal cable channel like Skinamax or
Yeah.
anything. They get all the basic, but you'd see that scrambling thing, and you
Yeah.
just
And
Was
you're
it a
sitting-
tit or an elbow? I don't fucking know.
You're sitting there tweaking the tracker.
yeah. It didn't matter if it was an elbow. We didn't
So
care.
so beyond that generation that had to do that, nobody else has
Knows
ever
what we're-
given a shit
Yeah.
about that.
Guess we
And
kind
I-
of transitioned from like a J.C. Penney catalog to Playboys in the Woods to your dad's penthouses to
like
scrambled
full-
ass HBO and satellite channels.
Yeah.
It was all the same age.
Yeah.
Man, when you got like if you happen to score your mom's Victoria's Secret catalog that came in the mail, that was like inspiration for 3 months.
For sure.
So apparently on the Sega Mega Drive, there
Mine was
a
like
game
Sears or
called
something.
Rings of Power.
J.C. Penney's, man.
Yeah,
They had
J.C.
the
Penney's.
bra section.
Yeah.
And there's your heavily pixelated boobs from Rings of Power.
So that kind of worked in both of our stories. There's
Yeah.
a game with heavily pixelated boobs.
We should post the
It should have been called Cock Rings of Power.
That would have been amazing.
pixelated cock rings of power. Hey, I got an idea for the show picture. Why don't you upload it heavily pixelated?
I could. There we
Heavily
go.
pixelated
It's
dicks.
us with Royal Sons. I said it. Sorry, I said it.
What? Our guest?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Introductions.
Man, I'm going to need you to drive a lot this show. I haven't told you yet, have I?
No. What do
Got a little-
you took some more edibles before the show?
No, my allergies have been fucked up since Pumpkin Drublick, and my throat is
Yeah.
like swollen
Well, I was going to
shut.
ask you
I
about
was like,
that. It looked like a dust bowl kind of.
You sure you're not just dehydrated because you drank like 400 beers?
That could be it too.
Did
We'll
you
get
drink
into that.
400 beers?
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's just get into it now then, because I'm kind of pissed off about something about this Pumpkin Drublick thing. All the shit we got emailed to us about it, the press releases and media
Yeah.
shit and all this, not anywhere does it say that they will cut off serving beer samples at 4 p.m.
I heard about that.
What time
and then
did
you
the
had to
show
buy
start?
stuff. So if you got the VIP, that was like the only advantage you had was that you got to go to all that shit and sample all the stuff.
You got to go in early and sample like an hour and a half early, and then you had your own section which had samples too. But the so it started like at 12:30, And I didn't
So
get there
3.5 hours of drinking?
of sampling. So if we
Oh,
got there,
I'm sorry.
we got there at 3. Seth went,
Uh-huh.
and so Seth and I got there at 3. Met up. It was a JJTM reunion of sorts because Will met up with us too,
Yeah,
and we were just missing you.
I should have come.
Should have. It would have been a full.
We could have potted.
The Voltron could have united. But
Did
there are
you
only
s-
4 of us. And
Did you see any other podcast out there?
Yeah.
Who was
I
it?
did.
Wanna
Wait,
kick
does he
some
still
shouts
do a podcast? The guy that does the
Joe Rogan?
no, the oh god, you had to put me on the spot. The local music guy.
Oh, him.
Robert Miguel? Chris Ryan.
No, none of them.
John
No.
Rhodey?
Chaz Knight.
The music enthusiast.
Oh, okay.
That dude. I can't-
Jordan
Bel-
Buford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was out there. So, anyway, we we got there at 3. They gave us our little cup and our tickets, our coupons to go get samples. So Seth and I immediately went over and started getting samples. And then we were waiting for our friends Seth and Chris to show up.
How were they
Or,
on
I'm
the
sorry, Shelby and Chris.
How were they on the stampage? And
Oh, a lot of places were like, don't worry about it.
cool.
So Shelby and Chris show up at 3:45, and they go, "We have 15 minutes to drink beer." And we're like, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They're like, oh, it's till they cut off the samples at 4:00.
What time did the show start?
Bands,
I mean, I'm sorry. What time did the show end?
like it seemed like it was over at like 9:30.
So they
10,
cut
something like
off
that.
all beer,
No.
or
the
you could
sampling.
still buy.
You could still buy beer.
Okay.
So you could buy a solo cup of Stone beer
Mhm.
for $10.
Oh, the prices were
This
Like-
right here of beer was $10.
just keg beer.
Yeah.
Who were some of the breweries that were out there?
All the locals except Revolver wasn't there and
they-
RAR wasn't there.
And were they in charge of selling their beer? So did all of them
No.
jack their prices up?
No, they pulled. They were just giving the sampling. So
Okay.
pulled. After they pulled, it was just Stone and Avery.
Oh, I see.
Beer,
I see.
So,
So
it was a
it
fun.
looked like it was
time.
good turnout.
It was.
No, was it not?
No, it was freaking
looked
ridiculous.
good.
It was sold out,
Yeah.
and it was kind of double sold out
Wait,
because
how do you sell out that? That's weird.
Austin couldn't do their show. It got rained out, so they told everybody in Austin that they
come
could
up
come
here.
up and
I
get
had-
in for free, and they're going to reschedule Austin so everybody up here can go down there, and you can bring a friend and all that
Mhm.
because it rained all day during the
Yeah.
Austin show, and they said it was like 3 inches of rain, so it was double packed, and
I saw a bunch of people at Lola's afterwards that they'd all come up from Austin for that show.
they were.
Yeah, so
It,
I saw a bunch of
it was
Austinites.
cool. I had fun. It was good seeing Bad Religion, and no effects. I could come and go. I mean, that's a fun band that jokes around and has fun. But it was good. I had a good time. Good friends hanging
Yeah.
out. There's no shade at Panther
That's
Island.
what I saw. I saw pictures of
They hadn't
people that
planted
were
a
in
single
the
fucking
in
tree
the,
out there, man.
in
It's
the
crazy.
line of shadow of a power line,
Yeah,
like
the
sitting up
power
under
pole.
the power pole or whatever.
I was so thankful that my
Power
sister
pole.
sister
Pixelated
set
power
up
pole.
shop out there, and they had a big canopy tent. So we were in the shadow of the canopy tent on the backside
Yeah.
and stuff, hanging out. It turned into the
But she had a tent,
yeah.
so there you go. That's
But
how
it
you
turned
do
into
it.
the Ollie and Bird VIP party where
Yeah.
we were. We
Should have started charging people.
thought about it, make
Yeah.
them bring us beer. But yeah, it was fun. I had a blast, and yeah, maybe Fortress Festival should talk to Fat Mike about
Getting in on it.
what bands to get together because it was packed.
Yeah, tell me. Oh, okay, I knew about
There was
No
probably-
Effects and Bad Religion. Who were some of the other ones?
Mad Caddies, the Interrupters, and I didn't see the first band, and they were a
How many-
local or a regional or something like that.
How many were there? About 6 bands.
There were 5 or 6 bands, yeah.
Okay.
But it
Yeah.
was good times. But it was
Yeah.
3 to 4 times more people than Fortress.
Yeah. I was supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
You were.
And then I had a prior commitment and had to bounce on you, and you were pissed because I was going to try to jam that night. You weren't having it.
Nope. It's like, if you can fucking jam, you can come to
No,
this.
that's not. I wasn't going to jam. There was no way I was going to jam. I'm in a jam. So we need to introduce our guests since one of them walked out.
One of them walked out, and that's the perfect time to introduce them.
Yeah, and the band that we have today, we've had them on before.
This
We've
is
had
y'all's
members of
second
them.
visit,
Is it
right?
second or third?
But Chad, how many times have you supposed to have been here total?
I think he missed last time
He
because his
missed
knee
last
went
time.
sideways.
3 total, but I was sideways last
Yeah,
time.
his
You
knee
were in
was
Vegas.
Oh, was that it?
Real
well, he was
I was
sideways.
real sideways last
Yeah,
time.
you were in Vegas.
I
Just
was.
me and Javi last time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm here.
Javi, how many times have you been in here?
He's been in 3 at least.
I think 3.
So,
3
okay.
times.
He can one up you guys.
Wait, with or without your permission? How many times has it been?
Well,
I
Javi's
sneak in
attendance-
here with other bands too.
His
know
attendance his attendance is spectacular. He gets
It
an E for attendance. Do they still
He
give
does.
E's for attendance?
He gets
Excellent.
He gets
Excellent.
E for an attendance, but an N for attention. He might be
Or
here,
his-
but he
his
might not
conduct.
be
His conduct is
Yeah,
an
his
N.
conduct. When he sneaks in the backyard and
Sleeps in here when
You
he.
can
He-
graduate without conduct, though. You don't have to worry about your conduct to
That's-
graduate.
Yeah.
I've looked out my window one night and just saw an eye too. looking
Wait a
in.
second.
I
Is
consider
this your
I
first
consider
time
myself
in
a slick professional.
with Royal Sons?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we had everybody for Memory of Man once. I remember the whole band showed up, right?
Yeah, that
We
was a
were
fun
all-
night.
Plus some.
Plus some.
Yeah, we were all cuddled up. And then I thought he had to miss one because of his leg going on stage. Or did we just talk about it with Blake?
I can
I think
talk.
we just talked
about it.
I could have still talked even when my leg was backwards.
Well, I was hoping you would show up because I could hit you up for hydrocodones.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was probably out by then.
Was it the day after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still get them though. It's all
Well,
right.
guys, y'all been busy though.
Yeah.
Introduce
For
yourselves so everybody will know the voice from right to left. We'll start over here with you, Mr. Chad.
Chad. Royal Sons.
Good job there, buddy.
Way to go. Such a
I'm-
wordsmith.
I'm Blake. I'm the singer.
Oh yeah.
Chad's the
I'm-
guitar player.
I'm also the singer.
Blake sings words.
I sing guitar.
He sings guitar.
And my name is Javier Garza Martinez, Los Lobos Villarreal, Francisco Moises. Thank you.
Yes.
And I play drums.
Chicharito!
Fuck yeah.
But he doesn't know how to say drums in Spanish. That's the weird thing.
Bateria?
That's the bathroom dummy.
That's like Javi's
He knows
El
botas
Chapo like Mexican kingpin name. Is,
That's what he
That's right.
says to both get chicks
Do you have
and
a
also to
limitation
have
to
them
your
leave.
Spanish, Javi?
What's that?
Is there a limitation to your Spanish?
It's pretty fluent, but then it gets limited at some points. It
Yeah?
just depends on how much I've had to drink.
It gets better as he drinks.
Yeah, no, it gets worse.
Do you get a lot of the rent, like people just going on? Like, what's the fastest? They say is Puerto Rico that speaks the fastest Spanish or something.
They
Or
speak
else-
pretty fast, so I would put
Do
them
you
up
ever
there,
get
but nobody knows.
How
so.
would you say
Yeah.
your name in Puerto Rico?
It'd be the same, just a different accent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But faster, right?
It'd be a little bit faster and with
would
a
it
different
confuse the
accent,
shit out of you if someone from Puerto Rico just came in and was like, cariata, loco chato, chicharito?
That sounds like
You're
a
just
mix
like, huh?
between like,
Yeah, that's like a
like
Spanish
Vietnamese
and
and
Japanese.
a Vietnamese and a Mexican
That
kid.
didn't. I think it was the arigato that I threw.
Japanese Mexican kid.
What does
You
arigato
don't
mean
see
in
a lot of
Spanish?
I don't know if you'd understand. You'd be scared. He's about to become a ninja.
Yeah.
I remember that from a Godzilla movie.
one of those cartel ninjas.
Oh man. So you
Ninjas
guys
with boots.
once and Johnny he ditched. Yeah.
Johnny ditched.
He was the one that was texting me or sending me messages and stuff, and I was like, "Well, he's down for sure."
Well, when he doesn't show up, he becomes the assistant.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
He's the Royal Sun secretary.
Yeah.
How do you guys
Mhm.
pay him? In dick juice?
Stage time.
He gets to act like he's playing, huh?
If y'all look real close at our shows, there's a leash around his ankle. And when the time runs up, someone pulls his leg down and he comes off the stage.
And depending on how his conduct's been, he gets more light on stage too. He
Yep.
gets stand out
Yeah.
a little more.
We
He is
control all
looking
that.
more and more caveman-y, so that's what it kind of looks like. He's
Yeah.
a shackled man. You're like, get over here.
Johnny only comes out when Johnny needs to come out.
Yeah.
And tonight wasn't one of those nights.
He's like the band version of the Gimp, you know.
Yeah.
You
should strap-
bring Johnny out, I guess.
You should strap him to your back and like, carry him like a satchel, like a what is it?
What the
C-3PO
fuck?
on.
Yeah, and Mad Max.
Have y'all
Wasn't there a
seen-
Mad Max
yeah,
or something?
Yeah, that's
Or-
Master Blaster. But you seen Johnny's bigger than all of us.
I
We're
know,
not gonna strap-
that's why it'd be
we're not
hilarious.
strapping him to our back. Then our knees are going to go way faster than they are. They're already going. But we can't talk shit about Johnny because he's at home and he's working on our video. And the more we talk shit, the less we're gonna be in it. He's at home going, "Fuck you guys."
We're about to get
fuck
less
you guys,
stage time.
Fuck you guys. I know Blake said that. Let's
Is
cut
he
it
in
out.
the? Is he
He's
in the
like,
chat
there's
room?
there's where Chad was. There he went.
It's gonna be the the Johnny solo video.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done. This
Caveman,
is my solo
this
project.
asshole.
You guys fucked up. Just me and Marcus in this video.
So let's talk about all the shit you guys been doing because it's been a little while since you came in.
Yeah, like what, a year?
And y'all were just about to enter to start recording stuff.
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, probably like a year.
Yeah.
Y'all been playing the shit out of everything.
Yeah, I've seen y'all
everywhere.
everywhere. Good shows too, man.
Good shows.
Like y'all aren't playing freaking pitchers in Arlington. Y'all are actually playing
Should
some
we?
badass.
Do we
big-
need to
I don't know.
get in on that?
I mean, we
Well,
did.
It's not even there anymore, so it's like
That's the best.
just a
Go back and
level
do
up
it.
parking
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
No more gazebo shows for us anymore at Sneaky Pete's in Louisville.
Did y'all do
Fuck
that?
But
place.
by the way,
I'm
we'll
kidding.
be playing Sneaky Pete's in Louisville in the gazebo on Saturday at 3. 2 3-hour sets.
Way to go, Javier. Way to go.
Oh man.
That
I
was a
bet
good-
you they
that was a
pay
good
well
segue.
too. Sneaky Pete's got some money, man. They
It's
got all
not-
those boats and shit that
Yeah.
dock up there.
They only pay about $2,200 an hour, which is,
Okay.
we're not driving out there for that.
What's the worst venue you ever played?
As this band or ever?
As this band, and then
Oh.
we'll go back ever. As
Yeah.
this band, what's the worst venue y'all
we
played?
haven't really had any bad experiences.
Everywhere y'all play is badass.
Yeah. And you're on badass bills too. Like you aren't you're not playing with the evil
well,
strut.
So,
well,
like,
it wasn't that we played a bad place, but Javi did get pretty pissed at one
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we might have to go back there, so we shouldn't name names.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And what's
yeah.
it?
That was our first Dallas
It
show.
was it's off Good Latimer.
And it's the bad side of Deep Ellum, like the side
Yeah.
that no other venues are on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Javi had a little. He had a little emo
I know.
moment.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What happened? I didn't hear about
We did.
this.
We were. I wanted to stand up for the band because I felt like we didn't get paid what we should have gotten paid, and
Things
so I
got
made it. I made
shitty?
it. Yeah, I just made a scene.
He like knocked over a bar stool and like
Did you
like,
start?
fuck this, like walked out.
No, he knocked over like 4 bar stools, and I was the only one that saw it. And I was just like,
I
"Thanks,
was right
Javi.
there.
I
I
gotta
saw-
pick him up."
I was fucking right there.
Oh yeah.
Did
I
you
had to
start?
talk to the owner and be like, dude, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hey, like, I don't know.
I
what
work at a bar too.
Well,
I get
he's
it.
throwing
I
a
get
fit. That does not represent the rest of the band. We're gonna chew him out for
I
that
was
one
like,
later.
"Goddamn, Tommy Lee, what the fuck?"
Well, Chad was talking to the
God,
bar, the
why did we
bartender
not go to that show?
to the bartender when he was paying us, and
I was.
and I did that, and Chad was like, or Blake was like, "Hey man, yeah, that fucking bartender looked like he wanted to kick my ass, and he was about as big as Vin Diesel." So
It was huge, and he was like,
right.
"What the fuck is going on?" I was like, I'm very, very sorry. Like, Javi's a little high strung right now. I think he just probably needs some weed. We're gonna chew him out later. Like, I was like, I don't know.
He will
but-
be reprimanded. I
Yeah.
promise.
But please don't beat me up, and we'd still like to get paid. And
And
then the
we
guy came out and gave us like an extra money and bought us around shots.
And then he took
So
money
your
away
temper
for
tantrum-
bar stools.
Your temper tantrum got us paid more, but you know.
Was your
Yeah.
Tintum tramp?
Tintum-
I've already had too much to drink and my throat's not working. But anyway, was your little
Your
fit?
throat's
was
working
it
just
in?
fine.
Was it in a cartel speak? And did that change?
it was more of
Some
like
of the-
He fired an Uzi into the
it was-
ceiling.
Yeah, just
It wasn't really like cartel speak. It was more like that telenovela look, you know, that you get. when
Oh,
that,
you
the
get
dramatic
serious.
music.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, when that
Oh,
dramatic
yeah.
music comes in.
Yeah, after he did it, he stopped and he stared at everyone in the bar.
Just on the other side of the
Yeah.
glass.
And then
like,
he
just
goes-
stared.
Man, y'all should make a video out of this. I love this.
I was like, dude, I'm just so glad. I said this later. I was like, I'm just so glad he didn't fucking. He looked mad enough to like pick up that bar stool and like throw it through the window.
I almost,
Oh,
I almost
God.
did that.
And
but
I was like,
"Ah, come
yeah,
on,
he
I
told
better
me
not do
later,
that."
man, I almost did. And I'm like, oh my God, we'd have all gotten the shit
That was like our
beat out of us.
second show, or that was our first Dallas
It was
show.
our first Dallas show. So
Yeah.
we still got like $200 or something. We didn't get. I don't know.
Did you go
man.
see Memory of Man
I
a
don't know
lot,
what we
Blake?
got paid.
Did you go out to see Memory of Man a lot?
No, I caught him a couple times. Like,
You know
so
what?
so there was like, you guys been in a band with this drummer guy?
Well, the only way we got him to see In Memory of Man is to take us to him, and he would be working at the grotto, and I was like, Blake, man, watch our band. And he's like walking through, like,
Yeah.
that's
Chad, do
fairly
you remember?
accurate.
Do you remember
Except
Loose
for the-
Change or not Loose? Yeah, Loose Change. In
Oh, yeah,
Depot?
I remember
You had to
Yep.
play on the upstairs. Yeah, that dude from Hellified, wasn't he a bartender there or something for a while?
Charles?
I played there.
He had a job?
I played there and got
You
a beer.
did.
Me and Josh played there once, and a beer bottle got thrown at us and shattered on the railing, and like stopped the whole showdown.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah. So Deep Ellum, that's probably the most sketch gig that I played was Loose Change, and it was because the roof like it all no there was another one that you played up there like on the up
That was,
above everybody once. There was one where you played up, and then
Clearview,
you had
was it?
people over here and people over here.
Alley Cats? Alley Cats had a venue
Was it-
up on top of the roof.
Was it over there by Galaxy Club?
Yeah, over there.
Like, yeah, it might have been
that
that.
place
then.
got closed down because they were selling drugs out of
I don't think Loose Change has been around for about 15 years either, has it?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's
it's been
now-
gone forever.
Yeah, it is.
Those are probably the two sketchiest places that I've ever played in Ellum.
I can definitely pretty quickly name some of the sketchiest places I played. Dirty Perches.
Dirty Perch, yeah.
Yeah.
One night we were playing there, and it felt like our heads were gonna catch on fire because they had Bon Jovi's lights like 3 feet from your
Oh,
head.
gosh.
And then the next show is like 96, 97 or something. We go back and we have the show. We got like a crowd coming, and we show up, and the place was burned to the ground.
From the lights?
And they never told us. They never even told us.
They
And we were
really?
like, hey guys, I
Well, the
guess there's no
calendar
show.
got burned up inside, and they didn't know
Where
who
was
was
that?
coming.
Where was
What are
that?
we talking-
377 off of Weatherford Traffic
Yeah.
Circle. And the
Oh,
funniest
yeah.
thing about it was
Edelweiss.
That
on the side of it, when you
Sounds
walk
like a
up, it
sketch
says,
area.
if it ain't American, it ain't. And the guy that owned it was
I
like this.
forgot about that.
The guy that
sign.
owned it was like a Middle Eastern dude, so we called him
Yeah.
Ain't. We didn't know his name, so we just called him Ain't.
that's great.
What about you, Dustin? I know you got some sketch,
Well,
some ex-Mobius sketch.
early Red Blood Club was always sketchy.
Yeah,
just
that was
because of
sketch.
the whole setup and the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
getting in and out,
Yeah.
like when it first started going. But Dream World was always the sketchiest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dream World.
Oh
was
my
sketchy.
god, I
And-
remember that place.
Lone Star Country Club.
I wish
Yeah.
Lone
was
Star
always
was too
weird.
There was a place that Johnson and I played back in the day that was right by Dream World, except it was a little bit farther down the road, and where it got even sketchier. And I swear this happened. We were sitting there playing a show. It was when Stroll was around. Josh was there, or no, this might have. I can't remember what band it was. Anyway, a dude rode in with his Harley into the bar and just fired up right while we're playing. We're like, what the fuck? There was about 3 guys that were in the bar. One of them comes up to me and just like in the middle of me singing and playing guitar, just pokes me, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like did he just like Hell's Angels gave me the kiss of death or something? And he could barely walk.
That's the
Goes up
death
to
punch.
Johnson. Goes up to Johnson and does the same thing.
5-finger.
You're gonna
exploding
die from that
palm.
someday.
Comes back to me, does it again, goes, "You guys rock." And then
You're like, oh,
straggled
you're
out.
not gonna murder me.
And it was weird because the bartender had said that the dude wasn't hanging out in there. He just straggled in, came in, poked us both in the chest, and then left.
Oh, the two
So-
chest
but I
poke.
can't remember the name of it.
That was
It
Chicas
was by a pool
Locus.
hall.
That was Chicas Locus over there on Division.
Probably.
It was on Division.
It
so-
wasn't Peppermill, was it?
Was that next to a pool hall?
That's
I
still
remember there was a
there.
pool hall
It's
that
on
was there.
Lancaster by.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Peppermill.
Because Lancaster turns into Division, so I didn't know if that was that far down.
And this was probably 96 too.
Remember
so
Abrams
it's been a
Street
while.
Saloon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ass,
Long
the
time
old ass
ago.
bar.
Yep.
Abrams Street Saloon.
Whatever, man. I don't know. Y'all are old.
Saloon. We
I
are
don't know any of
old.
these places.
No,
been
man, we're
around.
talking about like
Blake only remembers the warehouse.
2015.
Yep.
And he
Yeah.
doesn't even remember the warehouse.
I don't.
That was weird.
What was the
I
name
was
of
there.
the?
Anybody remember the warehouse?
What was the
Yeah.
coffee shop that was booking shows for a little bit?
Oh.
Like right by UTA in
Zombies.
Arlington.
I'm-
Zombies. That's
yeah,
it.
zombie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they supposedly were like, "Yeah, we're getting our liquor license. We're getting our liquor license." And then like the next, they got it, and then like a week later, they shut down, didn't they?
I won a costume contest there dressed as Jimi Hendrix playing Jimi Hendrix songs. And I had rehearsed the lead for Fire behind my head, and it went over like nothing. And then when I did it, I had a band jacket on and an afro. And it only went this far, and it got stuck in my afro. And I was like, "Ah!" And I was like,
That'd
"Ah."
be risky to do
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know if you could pull that
Were
off
you
now.
black?
Were you
face?
blackface?
Did you do blackface?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So you were just a.
It was brown
You're
face.
just a white dude.
Oh,
Brown.
that's perfectly acceptable.
Brown face.
Jeez.
Well, those are that's the past, Chad.
I'm not racy.
You don't have to. You know, we don't have to talk
What's
about
wrong
that
with being
anymore, man.
racy?
You don't have to play.
Racy?
You don't have to do costume shows anymore. Costume
No.
No,
contests.
I don't think. I don't
You're
have
good
to,
to go?
but I
You don't-
love doing it. I didn't invent Cinco de Mayo for nothing.
Whoa.
Was that you, man?
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh. So you got some weird stuff in the Shoot the Shit show notes.
Yeah.
You got NRH Center show?
Yeah, so I meant to bring this up last week.
Is this the new metal venue you were telling me about?
No. There is a metal venue down the street now, right here on Bedford Euless. In case you guys need another venue to play. There's a right
Yeah.
behind the old Bennigan's.
What?
Yeah.
Old Bennigan's. Bennigan's closed.
It's going to be like
Yeah.
Broncos
Now
old
it's
school.
a Sushi Axiom.
Oh,
They redid it.
dang.
Remember how it used to get wild up at Broncos
Yes.
for a while? Yeah, we can revisit that. They actually have some good shows booked. We saw like Asco was playing.
Yeah, and Anvil. Anvil's coming through.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Is that the
playing
old-
right here.
Is it the old pool hole that's right behind there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
What
Oh,
was
you
that
the one
fucking
you can
place
see
called?
right off the highway?
I think so. Yeah.
That's it?
Right across from
Oh.
Northeast Mall.
But
Yeah.
that's not North Richland Hill Center.
No, North Richland Hill Center is our new city hall and all that right here on the highway.
By the jail?
Wait, not by where CD Warehouse was. Oh, the
yeah,
other way.
across the street. Across from
That's
where
where,
the street.
oh, that's,
Warehouse is.
Okay.
that's where the metal venue is, right?
Yeah,
Not
that's where
this,
the
That
metal-
old
okay.
Bennigan's right there,
Not
right
the
behind
story here.
Yep.
Oh, I know what
Storage.
you're talking about.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the NRH Center is what they're calling the city hall down there. And last Friday, I was standing out front doing some stuff in front of the house, and I kept hearing this in the background,
Shooting.
and I thought I was losing my mind. I kept hearing. See if it'll play here.
Methinks.
If you can even hear it.
No, you didn't.
And it was about this level right here.
You
okay?
caught that?
And I was going, what is going on? Is this in my head? And it was like for solid 30 minutes, it was nothing but Journey songs. And I was like,
Is there a Journey
and I'm
cover
looking
band
around,
playing?
and it wasn't like a radio,
Yeah.
because every once in a while I get really fucking loud. And I was like, man, it sounds like a band bouncing off the surface of something and hitting me.
Did you hear any crowd reaction? Like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
and you can hear people screaming and yelling.
Skinner.
So I had to leave. I had to run over to Academy, buy some ammo, and I drove by the city center, and there was a Journey cover band standing on the front steps.
In gear? Like, was it a tribute band?
It was
Had
a
to-
tribute band,
Oh,
full
yes.
on, and they were
Oh, my
jamming
God.
loud as shit, and
You
we
had
could
to
hear it
stop.
all to the neighborhood.
You had to stop down and watch it, didn't you?
I had to drive by very slowly with my windows down to figure out, and there was like 600, 700 people out front of there.
Oh.
It was packed.
Hell yeah.
We're doing it wrong, guys.
It was ridiculous. And I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on? But, so I started talking to my buddy Jay about this. And he said, what's funny about that is the same thing happened to him over there. He works at...
What?
Got in bumping into each
this
other?
was, no, this was years ago.
Oh, okay.
He works over there off the Ridgely area. Rivercrest, the country club. And he said, he was like, he started hearing Journey one night out there. And come to find out, it really was Journey because someone had hired them to play their daughter's wedding.
Damn.
Wow.
And that they had set up over there. And I was like, well, this wasn't. This was a
So,
Journey cover band. or
The
some
moral of the
shit.
story is when you hear Journey,
Journey, you
at
better
least
go.
explore
Go check it out.
It
Well,
could be Journey.
They might be
two
playing
morals.
your
The
neighbor's
second
wedding.
one is you may be about to die.
Because of Sopranos.
Because of Sopranos. You may just get
I
shot.
li- you know what version of the story I like is when you're... Turn it up a little bit.
Lord.
You're driving through slow motion. Your buddy Jay's driving slow motion.
And we
You
kiss.
stop. You look at each other and you're like,
Well, we need this.
just meet each
That's
other's
gonna
eyes,
happen.
man.
You know, be
Okay, there you go.
sexier
Yeah, there you
if
go.
Your eyes were through
Okay.
the glory hole
Yeah.
of an adult arcade.
Of the log cabin.
And you just lock eyes at the log cabin.
And
You and Jay.
He's slowly applying lipstick.
Yeah.
And
You are too?
And you're cleaning off your delt.
But it's eye stick. It's on his eyes.
Yeah. And I
Is it
smear
flavored lipstick?
down my chin. Start
It's
going
the,
down my
it's the old
throat.
strawberry stuff in the little metal tin.
Then you go, you like slowly bring the lipstick down to your nipple.
Oh, is this one of those lipstick yogurt parties?
A rainbow party. Isn't that what it is? Where you all the girls have different color lipsticks, see how low they can get?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually.
Well, they got
ever happened.
there's also a show in Watauga. I think it might be this weekend. They're doing like a Watauga Fest, and they're having Le Freak and that metal school, not metal church, metal school. I
I'd
think.
go if it's metal
just
church.
metal church would be
Isn't-
badass. But
Isn't
Watauga-palooza?
Petty Theft, I think, is playing that too.
The Watauga Fest thing?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm in. I'll go heckle, what's his face? Mike Reiner.
No Royal Sons on Watauga Fest? That
Uh,
sounds like
fuck,
one
we
hell
just
of a
talked-
lineup.
We said we
Put your
would do
game
it
on your shows.
if they said Watauga-palooza or what.
Oh, they had to
That's
change
what it
the
took.
name.
Yeah.
Watauga Woodstock.
Yeah. Watauga stock.
Watauga Stock. Maybe we should put that together. Watauga Stock.
Maybe we should, because according to, what was it, D Magazine, Watauga is the trendiest place to live these days?
What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, that's where I go to get my Nickelback jeans.
That's where I live, y'all.
It's
Eventually, isn't that supposed to start panning out,
It's
though?
the trendiest and most hipster suburb in North Texas.
Did you know that Matt
Is
and I
it?
both live there? So duh.
We are hipsters.
I mean, look, y'all are model hipsters.
Yeah.
Duh.
Fucking hipsters.
Jeez.
So we talked about the Bunkin Drublick.
Yeah, Pumpkin Drub.
So thumbs up on it, right?
Yeah,
We
I
should
had a
do it
blast.
again.
It's fun.
Where's this
It's
place
fun.
at?
I dehydrate. What, Pumpkin Drublick?
Yeah.
That was at the Panther Island.
Oh, okay.
Which I loved seeing the pictures of the courthouse and stuff in the background with the stage right here. That still looked cool.
I always forget about how cool the setup is for
Out
that
there.
venue.
But
they just need trees.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
need trees.
Just need to go plant some trees.
True. They
That'd
get
be
that
great.
fixed. They got it. They're onto something there. Isn't that? Don't they do a? Isn't there a festival that they do down there where people float and watch a show?
Yeah, it's,
in a tube in the Trinity, which
Well,
is risky.
I did that one time, and I was like pretty nervous about getting in the
That's
water.
risky.
It's
I didn't-
Chlamydia-palooza. is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Amoeba.
Well,
I didn't get
Amoeba-palooza.
anything from it,
Amoeba-palooza.
so
The ranch does it right. They do it like every
It's like a Red Dirt
Thursday,
Country
Wednesday
Festival.
or Thursday during the summer.
They were.
Oh,
do-
it's an every week
They
thing.
were doing it. Yeah, it
they
was
had a
regularly.
Thursday series
Yeah.
or something.
Let's do a show down there one time, man.
E.
We're like,
coli.
hey,
Doing it. I'd do it.
we're radio station people.
They used to have a nice sandy beach there, but
It washed
Not so
away.
much now, huh?
it either washed away
Yeah.
or, like everything in Texas, grass grew through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
grass grows
Well, I
through
think what
everything.
happened, yeah, either that or body parts and stuff.
Just a bunch of
like,
local
washed
homeless
up and they
people
just-
were using it as a litter
Yeah,
box.
A litter
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
It's like cat litter.
You say
Yeah.
that, Matt,
Bulldoze it into the river.
but last week, right around the bend, they found a homeless body floating in the river.
shit.
Some joggers were running through there and saw it laying there and called the cops. And it was
Oh,
some
man.
homeless guy that was dead in the river. They always find bodies in the Trinity.
Yeah,
Thoughts and prayers. What?
the ones that the Gators
I
don't
was giving
get.
a moment of silence.
Oh, sorry. sorry.
Jeez.
That's a good moment.
Thoughts
Oh,
and
it's
prayers.
good, okay.
Thoughts and prayers. Now, you want to hear something nasty? So I'm doing this work. This is gross.
Yeah.
He didn't
I've
wait
had
to
homeless
say.
guys in the
Nice
river.
He
segue.
didn't wait for our response at
you're
all.
nasty.
Oh, my bad. We're doing a
Nastier
moment of silence. Okay.
nastier
okay.
than the Kitty Litter Beach segue
Yeah.
into homeless dead bodies.
Into something nastier.
Yeah.
This is right there.
Glory holes.
I'm ready to see this. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
This is a dirty show, man.
Drum
Let's
roll.
go. Let's keep this going.
All right, so I'm doing some work for Brittany's bar, right? Because I'm out of a job. I need, and if anyone has work available, I'll got my resume on online, and I'll just shoot it over to you.
Is
Anyway,
this a fucking want ad?
yeah,
Yeah.
but
we
so
just
I'm
turn
doing
into the back page.
Ever since the back
This is
pages
very
and
back page what I'm
Craigslist
about to say.
personal, was it count?
So Gary was telling
Later,
me,
y'all can advertise your massage service.
do y'all do massages? Yeah,
Javi does happy endings.
as long as I get the peephole.
Javi does mediocre endings. It's not.
But drunk
You'll
coffee.
you'll finish. You may not feel good about it, but you'll be done.
Chad's the only unsatisfied customer, guys.
So Gary was telling me that he had a job where he went to 7-Elevens and racetracks and QTs and did work. Like if something happened to it, he worked for a company where they'd go and fix it, right? And he said that if you remember and start going into gas stations, especially 7-Elevens, and look up when you're taking a piss, if you go into the bathroom, you'll see a lot of their their ceiling tiles will have black spots all over it. He said that's dried blood, and what people do is they go in there, shoot up, and then clear the
gross.
needle, and it gets everywhere.
Life lesson.
There you go. So if
Damn.
you're ever thirsty
Life
or
hack,
hungry and you
everybody.
want to go lick some blood off a ceiling tile, just hit you a 7-Eleven up.
So wait,
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
It's gross.
What job is this though?
Yeah.
So
It's
what
a
did,
dirty
how did,
one.
How did
A
he turn
dirty
that
one.
into a job? He could clean the blood. Okay.
No, Gary
They
wasn't
also, like,
doing.
clean up
he
crime
wasn't.
scenes
He
and
wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Was he one of those homicide
This was like
cleanup?
they're like, oh, thank God, we just have to go clean up the blood on the ceilings at the thing. It's not somebody's head, so this is a good
Oh,
day.
My sister
That's a
actually
good day
does
for
that.
that.
My sister actually
The-
does forensic
Really?
crime scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah. She
Wait, she works it or she cleans it up?
She has
That's biohazard,
She has a
right?
degree in forensic microbiology, and she has a company that does mold remediation. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes for fun, they'll
Yeah.
do crime scene cleanup.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of testing, a lot
For
of cleaning,
fun.
a lot of brains and things.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You know what?
That's not my idea of fun.
About
She's
7 years ago, I
got a
worked
weird
at a
family.
company that did property preservations and stuff, and you could get paid if you figure out how to. And back in the day, they didn't have licensing and stuff for it, but they might now if you knew how to clean a meth house, because you have to clear the air.
It's really hard.
It's hard as hell.
Well, don't
but if
you
you
have to
figure out how to
strip
do
it?
it,
All
you
the
gotta-
sheetrock.
I would have figured that the fire department or somebody would be handling.
No, they don't
or
know what to,
hazmat.
it just
They
gets
don't.
shut down.
They don't get paid for it.
Yeah, they don't. And then what they do is they try
They're
to
like,
get
"I'm
a
not
property
blowing myself
preservation
up for
company to
this."
do it, but you can't. A property preservation company won't really touch it because it's so dangerous.
Yep.
And it's tedious work. Like you have to get you have to test the air, and it has to be like ridiculously clean for it to pass to get back on the market. So,
But like the police department stuff will take out all the equipment,
They'll
right?
take the drugs and stuff out.
yeah, they take
Like
all
the
the
cooker and the
garbage and
equipment
shit.
and
Yeah,
shit.
the Walter White equipment and stuff.
But,
Yeah, yeah.
They don't just leave that around.
But the environment is contaminated.
No,
It's
they've
the
got
environment.
to collect that so that they can sell it at an auction.
Exactly.
Back to that dude's
To a
friends.
new meth dealer.
Yeah.
No.
Once all the charges have been dropped or they've
Right.
gotten out of prison,
sorry,
they
our
can rebuy
bad.
it.
You can have it back.
I
again.
bought this at a fraction of the price. I
Damn,
bought
my
it for
meth meth equipment got repoed by the police department.
You ever gone to a police auction?
You need to pull
No,
that.
I've always wanted to go though.
We need
They're
to make a time
fun
of that
as
audio
shit.
right there.
The one I used to go to all
Damn,
the
my meth
time
equipment got taken by the police department.
was by the rodeo there in Saginaw.
Yeah.
They have that big
Yeah,
barn.
I know where
and
you're
they
talking
used to have it in there.
I used to
and
play
it was
Little League
cool.
over there.
Oh yeah, out there in those fields, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really really cool. You could go catch up, buy all sorts of shit for super cheap and cars and stuff. But
No meth lab materials though. Right.
there was a guy.
Uh-oh.
One of the times I went, we were watching him, and he kept smelling everything
Oh no.
and making sure that like it didn't stink of crap or weed or whatever. He was like real anal about the way.
Or was
things smelled.
he fetishy?
It could have been that too.
Trying to smell women's scent.
But yeah, they raided this
2 cents.
this one I went to. They raided a house and it was a recording studio, so all the
Oh,
recording gear
man.
was
Oh,
in
shit.
there. And I was trying to grab a bunch of it, but it kept getting. I was like, man, y'all are paying way too much for this. Bidding way too high for this. I can get it cheaper down the road, but it was
$500
Trader's Village.
ADATs. Nobody needs ADATs.
Hey, Dance at Trader's Village.
But it
Was
was
that
it was
Hay-
pretty cool.
Was that Azel Trader's Village?
No, Saginaw.
What's
Trader.
the part of town that you want a carpet bomb? Let's piss them off again.
It's from. I keep saying this, and maybe I'll get some support from you, sir. It's from Surfside to Azel. That whole part of 199 needs to be
Just
carpet bomb.
Carpet bomb.
My wife is from like just past there,
Well.
like about 5 miles. I bet she would agree with you.
Yeah.
Because
You mean like,
It's like, yeah,
Casino
light it up.
Beach, all that?
Yep.
yeah, but you can go up to the stoplight.
Go
where
right past
the
Lipsy
Priscilla's.
Gypsy.
Yeah, right past the Lipsy Gypsy. You can start there and go.
What?
Go west.
What the
Is
heck?
it west?
If you ain't
north.
met her,
Oh,
you won't
north?
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the reason being is
Vance
because
Gudby's is closed, right?
It's because you're a racist.
I don't know. No, it's because
If Vance Gudby's is closed, go ahead.
199
The place
sucks.
was good.
Yeah, it was.
back in
Vance
the day.
Cosby's was good.
It's been under construction for years. It's dangerous as fuck.
Yep.
So you
Isn't it-
need
wasn't
to
it
get that. And
Like
then
the most dangerous highway in America for a
in
while.
Texas for a long time.
Was it really?
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's all the pick and pull spots.
Mm-hmm.
We
Excuse
just
me.
get them out of the way.
Is that a meth term?
No,
Pick
the
and pull.
junkyards,
Okay, gotcha.
auto junkyards.
That's
You-
the other side of the adult arcade.
yes.
Yeah.
Little
Is
further
there
up.
is there glory holes in there?
Pick and pull.
It's
gotta be.
pick and pull. But you get all those out of the way, and then it's prime real estate that the Clinton Foundation come in and start building condos.
Yeah.
Boom.
Almost lakefront.
Huh.
Almost lakefront.
Interesting.
Yeah.
5 minutes from the lake.
I haven't
Both
been there in
lakes.
forever.
Yeah,
I
both
bet you
lakes.
there's some not hate heritage, not or heritage not hate flags over there, huh?
I think they gave up that slogan when they realized they could just be outwardly racist, and the president would be okay with
Well,
it.
didn't whenever you
You know,
saw that
flags
guy,
have gone
whenever you
back
saw
up
that
in
They
dude,
that area.
sure as shit have,
They
dude.
have.
whenever
They've
you
gone
saw
up.
that dude that
They-
had the pickup truck driving around that with a Confederate flag and it said heritage, not hate. Didn't you immediately go, okay, that's about hate?
I'm pretty
You're
sure you hate
racist.
people.
I'm pretty sure you hate people. Man.
And you're also
like if you ask, I'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
my great grandfather or
Yeah.
how many greats they were in
Yeah.
the Civil War, but
Yeah.
I'm not like
not only do you hate,
still carry great
Yeah.
great
He gets-
granddaddy's flag.
It says heritage, not hate. Then he gets out of the car. He's got a swastika on his fucking forehead. He's like, man, no, you don't
No, no,
understand.
no.
You don't understand.
and he's driving.
I'm
a
just
diesel
real
'cause
proud of where I'm
he hates
from, man.
everything.
Yeah, they have their X, and I have mine.
Yeah.
Did you see those shirts back in the 90s?
And then the other guys
Malcolm
have
X and the-
theirs.
yeah.
Those dancing boys with the funny pants. They got their X. They got
That
their
Chad
X, they
boy,
got their
that
X.
Chad boy, he's in my neighborhood. I see him. He starts dancing around with his Jimi Hendrix outfit on.
Jinko de
on
Mayo.
those Exy peels.
Jinko de Mayo.
Jinko de Mayo
Yeah.
shorts on.
It's
Well, they-
weird over there. Everybody's got their X's.
Yeah.
They don't all live in Texas.
Do you still living up in that area?
No, I live.
On
Sounds really bad, but I live in South Fort Worth where I grew up.
Oh,
And
okay.
I've always lived there, but I hang out on that side.
on that side, yeah.
Yeah, one of
Who
my
has the lake house?
That's my buddy.
That you always. It is your buddy.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
Yeah.
It's where my boat is.
Yeah.
It's where the parties are.
We got invited last year and then fucked it up. What? We're hungover or something, or we couldn't
I
make
was
it
out
out
of
there till
town.
way late.
Oh man, you guys missed.
I went out of
No,
town.
you.
We're gonna
you
do it again
threatened
this
to do
year.
it. You threatened to come
We
in.
cannot
'cause
announce
You're like, it was late.
We can tell you guys.
Oh, we
though.
can't.
We can tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm still in the little group thing that's going, so I've seen it pop up here and there.
Yeah.
So
We got a new one coming. And
Is it
it'll
gonna-
be good? And we're actually going bigger, so we're gonna have two lots, and we're bringing in a stage. It's us, Matt Tedder, and Ansley playing it.
How
Cool.
did how the neighbors feel about the stage and all that? Are they cool
They're
with
cool. Yeah, you know, this party has gone back for years. And we
Okay.
started it, the first one, actually how I met that dude. We worked at Iron Horse together, and he came up and he's like, dude, are you in a band? These guys keep saying you're in a band. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, my brother's managing Element 80, and we would like you guys to play. So it was us and Element 80.
Hold on. Tyler, Texas Element 80.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah. Yeah, so...
I know this. I know this band.
Yeah. As we
That's
do.
cool. He was
As
he
we
was
do.
managing them.
Yeah, so then we met and we started doing it, and so what we would do is we'd bring in stages and we'd try to get a national band to always headline it. We did that for like 3 or 4 years, and
Who'd you
then
get?
bands they like Element 80, Freeman
Oh yeah.
Hanley.
Well,
like-
Element 80 was on Wind Up right
Yep.
after Drowning Pool, didn't they?
Yep.
They got on sale.
Universal.
Oh, was it?
They moved to Universal. You're under me. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, Robert McGill was into these
Yeah.
guys.
We did a few shows with these guys.
Remember the drummer
fun.
was all jacked, and then their little guitarist had those crazy ass contacts.
Yep.
Would wear
What?
the
Did he?
yeah.
Yeah, the
well,
black
when we
downs?
played with him,
Yeah.
yeah, he'd like we played a big show with them and the Feds up in Denton, and he either had it was either all blacked out or all white.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. It's just it was just weird having a regular conversation with someone that had completely blacked out eyes.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's a real sweet dude.
He
which is
was
weird.
cool. Yeah.
He's like, hey man, your eyes are kind of weird right now.
Yeah.
Super
I think he
long
took too
hair.
much, man.
Those
So
guys-
too much.
So
when was this? Like 97, 98? Had to be, or
no.
earlier.
This was
90
later.
Really?
Oh.
This is later. So those guys had just gotten off of Universal. They
So
had just
after
done their-
Muratic?
They were doing their album The Bear with Delegard and Denton, which is it's a pretty good album. Like Delegard did right, and his brother kind of picked us up, Element 80 and a couple other bands, and kind of started. It was Loaded Moses at the time.
Do you remember when that time period where every band had to have that jun 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 jun?
Yeah.
Slow Roosevelt was the one that started that locally, I think.
I would agree.
I'd agree with that too.
Once
Yeah,
they
I
did
think
it,
so.
everybody's like, "We've got to have jun 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 jun
Just
jun
super
jun jun."
compressed and
Yeah.
super loud, detuned.
Triple wreck.
Yep.
Had to have
So
a
then we
triple
can
wreck.
blame Alex Kirst on that too.
Alex
For
and
for compressing the fuck
yeah,
out of it. Thanks,
Alex.
Alex.
And Delegard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Delegard.
of them, man. They both had their
We'll
hand.
blame
in jun,
both
jun,
of them.
jun, jun,
Thanks,
jun,
Alex.
jun, jun,
Thanks, Eric and Alex.
Thanks, Eric.
jun, 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 jun.
We're gonna get blacklisted now, guys.
Probably. Fuck it.
No. Not by those guys.
Our blacklist is getting longer and longer.
I know.
It's starting to go from town to town. I'm pretty sure there's a few places in Austin that have blacklisted us.
So we going back to the party.
Oh, sorry, man.
We,
Back to the party.
we went big. We spent way too much money and had too much fun, and then
Yeah.
you know, American Iron Horse, where we worked, went under, and the big
Yeah.
fall through of 2008 happened, and we kind of chilled for a couple years.
You're talking about iron. You're not talking about the golf course. You're talking about the motorcycle
motorcycles,
joint. Yeah, yeah.
They're
yeah.
off Blue Mountain and Meacham.
Yeah.
I was a designer there for 8 years.
You were a designer?
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Have you ever seen his rides?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
dope. They're
No,
badass.
I follow him on Insta. I IG him.
You do?
Chad, yeah. I'd be
Y'all
seeing.
are IGs, buddy?
He used to do a lot of
IGs.
motorcycle pictures.
Yeah.
Now it's more rock star pictures.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's fun lifestyle.
So what's the most gnarliest thing that's happened at one of these parties that you can talk about?
That you can talk
That
about.
you can talk about.
Everyone has a different definition of gnarly, but
Well, we're pretty gnarly-ism here. So.
Have any children been conceived at this thing?
Oh, fuck
yeah.
children.
over
guarantee
years.
you.
No,
Has-
adults for sure, but no children.
Okay. Just come straight
Um,
out. They just are delivered as a full adult.
It's
Is it, wait,
it's
I'm
not super-
confused. I thought is it put in like fast forward over at there at the Royal Sons parties?
Yes.
It's not necessarily gnarly, but you know we've got kind of
Has any animal?
levels of things that we like to do, and and sometimes there's buttholes involved. And
Okay,
sometimes,
okay, yeah.
Sometimes there's groups of buttholes.
Is there a glory hole area?
No.
There's no peephole areas for me and
peephole?
Dustin to go
it's
find.
It's all a group event. Everyone that gets involved
Okay.
is involved.
No adult arcade?
No.
What's the most gnarliest thing Javi's done? Does it involve the butthole?
It involves some throwing down some stools, some bar stools.
What is it?
Again, what is with you and Barstool?
It's that exact
He's
story.
lying. It's
the
Oh
same
no!
one.
Wait, I got a good story about Javi. He's gonna get mad at me for telling this, but probably the most gnarly thing I've ever seen.
Javi, you're
Javi do.
blushing.
As we were out one night getting hammered and having fun, Javi just looks at me and he goes, "Watch this," and he kicks back and trips a bridesmaid and her whole group of friends because they were being super waspy and annoying.
Do you need an anger management, Javi? You seem like such a cool dude when I
That's-
see you out
hey,
and about.
Check out
Guys,
this bachelorette party. Let's fuck them all up.
Literally, that's the two things I've ever seen Javi do that was even remotely upset.
No, but that's amazing.
Just ruin
I
a
might- I
girl's.
might find-
that she was about to have the greatest night of her life the next day, and you just kicked her.
She showed up with like a chip
no,
tooth.
Hey, guys!
There's no kicking involved.
There's no brides. It was the bridesmaids.
Okay, okay.
It was a
That's
group of
awesome.
cackling bridesmaids, and he goes,
Cackling.
"Watch this!" Boop, and just brrr, they all trip. He's like,
dominoes.
He's like, "Fucking bitches."
I could tell you see that.
That is
Fucking
awesome.
bitches. Takes a sip.
And I look at Javi, I was like, "We should go." We should
It was
go."
all it was all in good fun. You know?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
They laughed.
It's
we bought
time for
them
the quick
shots.
exit.
Yeah.
Oh, they were cool with it after you bought them shots. They're like, okay, okay.
After we bought him shots, they were
And then we told them about the cocaine and buttholes, and they were cool.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
the winner. That's like the.
That's how you get them back.
You know, Trump's trying to get this Iranian deal done. He just needs
Cocaine
buttholes
and
and
buttholes.
strippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buttholes and strippers and cocaine.
Hey,
And
man,
pee-pee.
It doesn't have to be strippers.
It just has to be
Respectable-
buttholes.
Respectable girls have buttholes too.
They do.
They do.
I think that's how they defecate.
I don't know. That's not my part of the story.
No. So what's the
So
I'm not into that McAfee shit.
yeah,
McAfee?
freaking virus protection's gay.
Have you watched that
It's just
documentary
Yeah,
on him?
McAfee used to have those girls.
Have you seen the documentary on him?
He had hammocks with holes in them, and they
Yeah.
would poop in his mouth.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Are you
dude.
serious?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The hell are you
You need to
talking
watch
about?
the documentary on him.
Is-
That
for
dude's a
real.
nut.
For real.
Yeah.
All these girls were
He's
like,
Oh
super-
yeah, didn't he like go to
He
Mexico
fucking
and
killed
like
someone.
got into like
Yeah.
not
like-
Mexico.
it was,
police.
like-
Yeah.
Police.
But
and he was doing like a bunch of drug trafficking.
Well,
shit
he got
too,
in
wasn't
with the drug lords there for protection. It's because he started wigging out and he was pissing off all the locals. And he was going. He had some fight going on with a neighbor, and they pretty
Yep.
sure he killed someone.
Yep.
he? God.
Like he killed someone over a dog, like a dog barking or
barking.
some shit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I don't get scat play. I just
Yeah.
don't get it.
If anyone
weird.
does, are they going to
That's
raise their
weird
hand
shit.
right now?
That's
What
what
are
I was
the-
wondering.
No.
I was hoping one of you guys could film
What's
me.
the
No,
rule?
no, Dustin,
yeah,
listen,
we need the
listen,
rules here.
listen.
What are
Come
the
on,
rules
man.
here?
Don't jump to conclusion, you Protestant motherfucker.
You haven't done it.
What are the rules with it?
Yeah,
Is there a
what are the
worksheet?
I don't know. When I smell poo, I want to throw up. So I don't think it works.
Is there a
for me.
PDF format?
Are there rules?
Is there some kind of something I can look at to see the rules?
There probably are, and
Yeah.
that's when I would probably break them and get ostracized from the scat
Blacklisted
scene.
from the scat
Like,
scene.
dude, you don't ever say it's scat. It's just you call it fun.
You call it what did they say in it's a chocolate cake. That's what in that Static X song.
Yeah.
That old Static X
Yeah.
song. Love
Yeah.
Dump.
Yeah,
Oh my
love
God.
dump. Did you see that picture that
That's
was
gonna be
going
the name
around
of our
last
next
week
album.
of Bill
Left
Cosby kissing Sleeping Beauty?
What?
The meme.
Oh,
no, I saw
shit.
the Bill Cosby Trump meme. That was pretty good. You
Yeah.
mad, bro?
Yeah. Did you see the? Also, there was a video of him like dancing.
Did you see the
That one
picture of
going
him at Rashad's wedding?
No.
Yeah, he was there. It's him standing in the bridal party, and next to him is O.J. Simpson.
Like real pic, not
yeah,
Photoshop.
It's from the wedding.
Cosby and OJ.
Oh my gosh.
Cosby and OJ.
Are they high-fiving or
with,
something?
What's her name? What is his name? Amal Rashad.
Oh yeah.
And he married
Yeah.
Huxtable lady.
Yeah, that's
And
right. The
Cosby
mother
was there.
Yeah.
And with O.J.
Has
Simpson.
anybody? Have you kept up with
Fucking
that
crazy.
story at all? Like, is anyone from the Cosby Show like even trying to take up for him? Like, man, he was cool, man.
Someone was there for a little while,
And then they're like, we can't do
yeah,
this.
now that everything's out, it's like
Yeah.
we can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. I was listening to The Ticket today, and they had Arsenio Hall on, and he was like,
Fuck that
no,
dude."
I'm back. I'm away. I'm back.
Did he say anything about knowing what was going on and stuff?
Yeah. I
Was
mean,
that a wild-
Like,
was
he
that-
had heard about it through the comedy circuit because everybody had been.
That's what I was wondering. Was
talking
it
about
widely
it.
known that he was just doing
And
that?
the comedy circuit is widely known that it took Hannibal Buress to bring it out. He's the
Is
one
that
who
who brought it up?
Yeah.
Good for
He's
him.
the one that went all out and started making it a big deal, and that's when people
Did
started
you
going,
hear about
huh.
the?
Good for him, man.
Did you hear about
I
this?
like him. He's funny.
I think it was a district attorney or something up north that just got busted. I think it was yesterday, and he was a part of the whole hashtag Me Too getting going against Weinstein. And apparently, he was beating the shit out of his ladies. Like 4 women have come forward. It's in the news right now.
Yeah.
I'll look the dude's name up real quick.
No, wait.
If you want to.
What'd you say he was?
Let me
Wasn't
drop
he
this.
an
He was like a
attorney
DA
general?
or
no, I
yeah,
thought he was
the state's attorney general or
an
something.
attorney general
of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look this fucker's name
He
up
was.
real quick. Let's see.
I can't remember.
Man,
his name.
CNN is nothing but F.U. Trump. Like, let's see, Fox. Let me do here. This is professional potting, Blake.
This
right here.
is.
This is professional potting right here, man.
Is this what?
This is
how it
what we
goes?
do, man. This is why we get the big bucks. Is we look shit up that we don't know what we're talking about while we're talking about it
do
still,
wanna-
so we just ramble on.
I do want to say that you guys have stepped up your game since the last time.
Have we? See, I
Yeah,
think
'cause
we've deteriorated.
Last time we just had to take a pee back behind the shed.
Yeah.
And the guy that wipes your pee holes like next level. Like,
Yeah,
he's-
we got that from the strip clubs. You know, when you go to a strip club, there's a guy in the bathroom that helps you with everything. We were like, we should have that for the show. We'll
It was-
just hire him out for Tuesday.
Yeah.
He sets his little table up. He's got his mints.
See, that's where I missed
little
it. There's
wet
no
wipes.
light back there. I couldn't see the mints. I just let
You
him
just
wipe
missed
the
it.
dick
there's
hole
some
and I came back
Listerine, too,
inside.
that
He's
was out
got
there.
deodorant. He's
Damn.
got glitter remover.
Some condoms.
And some
skunk
cologne.
musk.
Yeah, some skunk musk. This one that
Gets rid of all the smells.
If you look at the bottle, it says, you know, based on obsession or based on eternity or based
Hey,
on
high karate.
cool water. Yeah.
Based
just
on
says-
chaps.
Weed. For
Oh, you said cool water. I thought you said pool water. I was like,
Remember the old cool water?
Yeah.
Oh,
What about
man, it smells so good.
Dracar Noir?
All right, we're not going to be able to get
That
back
one?
to that
You
story
remember
because
that one?
I
Hey,
have lost the
Javi,
internet. so.
easy. Dracar Noir is one of the sponsors of the show, so don't make him mad.
Them and Old Spice.
Yeah.
So
Brute
New
33.
Spice, New
Brute,
Spice.
Brute 33.
Brute.
Right? Brute.
Brute.
Who all of y'all went to the Queens of Stone Age show?
Which one?
The one that we just had.
obviously
we went
I
to
did.
we went to both. All 3 of us went to
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, went to. Yeah.
Well, both being this
Both.
and
Well,
Red-
yeah, we
Red
obviously
Rocks.
we're yeah.
We went to
We
Red
went to Red
Rocks.
Rocks in
I'm
October.
so jealous of that. I wanted to hop on y'all's bandwagon so bad. Go up there to Red Rocks to see
I
that.
still haven't seen a show at Red
We
Rocks.
literally we were this close to playing that show.
At Red Rocks?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We got shot down by the promoter after Queen said it was cool and after Red Rocks said it was cool. It got shot down because Royal Blood was on the bill, and they didn't need Royal Blood and Royal Sons. They were afraid it'd be confusing.
What'd y'all think? What do y'all think of Royal Blood?
I thought
They
they
were
were
pretty good.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that
I like
band.
those guys a
Two-piece,
lot.
They were
yeah.
cool.
You know what you should have done is gone up there in the rape van and kill them.
Well, we do have an alter ego called Snow Slayer,
There you go.
which is Royal Sons backwards.
That's what you
could've
should have
gone as
done.
Snow Slayer.
He's going to
We
Snow Slayer.
tried. We tried.
But you know, there's
It's
only
too late.
2 of them. And there's 5 of y'all.
We
Yeah.
actually talked
And
about
they're
that.
British,
Y'all
so
could-
they're probably not armed.
They
You know?
probably
And
aren't.
We've
We got
got a lot
knives.
of guns and stuff.
Yeah.
They
We're
have
from
knives.
Texas. You
Yeah.
can-
Aren't they like banning knives in London now?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
They said it's getting. There's some areas that look like a war triage now because they're having so many
Everybody's getting
knife
stabbed.
fights.
Did y'all enjoy this Queens of the Stone Age show? The one we just had here.
Yeah.
I enjoy all Queen's shows, for
Yeah, man.
better or worse.
I do too. I'm started getting some reports that people were aggravated because they were sitting further back.
The
Some
sound,
bouncing sound.
And
well,
the
it's
bouncing
because they had the
sound.
door shut.
Yeah, they had the door shut. But
Yeah.
I was in the photo pit most of the time and then right along the edge. And it sounded great where I was, but I didn't get any of the bounce back. So
I heard it was that the sound was great up where you guys were. We were like one of the closest rows to the pit.
Were you getting bounce back? That's my first time to ever go to
I
the
didn't-
Toyota. Too.
It sounded pretty good.
Did it?
I
Where
think
we were.
They should have played the Bomb Factory.
That would have
Yeah.
been rad.
That would've been
That would've
cool.
We
been
also
awesome.
went to Jack White, which was pretty
Yeah.
good too.
How,
Did you take a
how
cell
was
phone?
that?
It was way too crowded.
Did you take a cell phone?
Did you go the first
I
night or
took my
second
razor.
night?
First night.
First
Yeah,
night.
it was really good. It was way too crowded. That was my first time to see him, and it was a cool show.
It was.
He plays live. He doesn't do a set list. He's calling everything out. It was good.
I had
It's
a
just-
buddy that kind of
show.
said that it was like, because I've seen Raconteurs twice and Dead Weather I saw one time.
I've seen
And
Dead
he was-
Weather and White Stripes, but I've never seen him solo.
Yeah. Somebody was like, man, if you've seen him, like, it's not like you missed the crazy rock show part of it, you know? He was like,
Yeah.
it was good, but,
You could say that about anybody though.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
So from his set
I didn't
list,
care about going
he-
to see acoustic that bad. I would have gone if it was easy.
it looked like he played stuff from everybody, from all the
Yeah.
bands,
Yeah, he
right?
did. He did.
He did.
That's cool.
But he literally
That's
plays
pretty
it on the fly. Like he's walking around,
Just
like right at the end of songs, and his band's watching him. And that was cool to me, you know, just being like, there's no real set list, and they're watching him, and he's like calling it out, and they'll vamp on something and then go into that next thing, which I think, you know, you got to respect
Yeah.
that.
Is there
That's
anybody
cool.
known with him that's playing in
No,
his band or anything,
no.
or is it just a bunch of
a-
hired
it's
guns?
2 keyboard players that sing backup.
They
A
get-
girl
the-
drummer
the,
that's
bass,
badass.
the bass player's from St. Vincent.
Yeah, and the drummer is
okay.
actually from.
Auto Lux, that's what her band, but I don't know. She
Oh,
does a bunch
okay.
of other
But-
stuff too.
I've seen Autolux a few times. They're kind of badass.
Her
But
name-
she's
her
also
name's
in that
Carla, I
movie
think.
Bill.
Yeah.
The movie Bill with the big head. Is it
Yeah.
Bill. She's the drummer in that band.
I've never seen any of
Gotcha.
Jack White's projects.
Yeah, it's
Any
worth.
of 'em.
It's definitely worth.
I'd
checking
love
out.
to.
Autolux opened for Nine Inch Nails there for a while on one of
Yeah.
their stints, and I saw them like 2 or 3 times, and they were really cool. I dug them.
Yeah.
But that's
Is he
some
still
decent people
Is he
playing
still
with him.
beefing with that cat from the Black Keys? Remember they were heated up for a while because like one of their kids went to the same school, prep school or something. And
Oh,
they-
yeah, he was talking a bunch of shit about him online
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, are they wonder
saying
if-
that Dan Auerbach like was a rip-off of him.
Yeah.
And, like, all that.
Wonder if they're still beefing.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I don't
I
think it was
know.
ever a beef. I
We
think
try
it
to
just
beef
he,
with people
I
and
think
never
Jack
works.
White was just talking
pissed.
shit.
Just
Do you need
running
to
his
start
mouth.
one? We can start it. We can start a beef.
We tried to start a beef with our buddies, but it didn't work.
We can start a beef with you guys. We'll
Just
just
start
keep
one
it
with
under
the me
the
things.
radar. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're
yeah.
literally like one room from us.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Their smoke's getting
Marlon's
into our
in here.
smoke.
Yeah,
And we
Have
don't
a
like
smoke
it.
off.
We don't like the fragrance of their smoke.
Yeah.
Y'all
just have a
practice on the
smoke
same
off.
nights? Y'all do, don't you?
I think Ray practices every night. I
Well,
think,
yeah.
with all the 10 bands he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
in. Me
They jam on
Thinks-
Wednesdays,
I
don't they?
hardly ever hear Me Thinks.
Because
Yeah.
the
They jam
night
on
the
Wednesdays.
night we went to their studio, which we need to do again. That was fun.
Some egg sandwiches.
Marlon, we need to come out there and do a show again. But the last time we went out to, or the time we went out there to do that show, I think y'all were practicing that night.
Were they?
Yeah. But
Wednesday? We don't practice on Wednesdays. That's church night.
I mean, it might have been, but it wasn't. It was before Royal Sons.
Marlon
It
was trying to
pretty-
get
it
us.
was in
No,
Memory
This
of
was
Man
Memory
practice,
of
I
Man,
think.
and Marlon was trying to get us to move in with y'all because the place was full,
Yeah.
and we were trying to get in out there. We kept renting that studio section where he's got the control room and
Yeah,
stuff.
That little
We kept
day-
renting that
day
for
rate.
like $50 or $25 a night, on the weekends, but we wanted to move in out there, and then we got that place.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely prefer a house next to mine to practice in.
It's really nice. It makes my travels very easy.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Johnny, if you're hearing this, it doesn't exist.
Hey, well, can we come in
There's
there
no-
and set up shop too?
Go for it.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
Hey, rent us
Yeah,
a
that's
room.
fine.
Rent us a room.
Yeah, we'll rent a room from you guys.
We'll just stack all our gear in one room.
Our manager's
just-
real good at talking to cops.
Well, that's all you
That's
need.
what we'll do.
Yeah. Y'all supply the drugs?
We're actually
We're
pretty
good.
cool because we got a cop living down the street now, and he's super cool.
Cool.
So he's just like, yeah, anything happens or you need anything, just let me know.
Hey,
So
our
it's-
man,
There you go.
this is how talented our manager is in Austin. After the bar closed, it was like 2:30. We're hanging outside, and he's talking to cops, just thanking him. Saying, "You guys are doing a great job." The cops are looking at him, and he's got a 40 ounce in the palm of his hand, like tucked in. His big old arm, because he's a big guy, was just covering that whole
Thinking
40.
he was hiding it.
Yeah, and he knew he was hiding it.
Yeah.
Hiding it in plain sight.
Hiding it in
Like,
plain
hiding it in
sight
plain
while
sight.
while he's talking to the cops. Like, man, you guys doing a great
Hey,
job,
y'all
man.
are
You guys
awesome."
doing great. You guys are awesome. I was like looking. I was like, Blue, you got a fucking 40 ounce in your hand. What the fuck are you doing talking to the cops? Anyways, he's pretty good. So he'll talk us out of anything. So can we? Jim?
Well, it's cool because over here, they're glad we're here. Like the police department's glad they've come by and stuff, and they're glad we're here
Thank
because
God
there was
somebody's up
crackheads
all
there.
night.
Yeah, well, and there's also
That's what I have.
there was crackheads that were
He's like,
had moved
shit,
in there.
music?
Like,
Rock music? Oh,
Yeah.
that's better than meth.
I go, yeah.
Yeah.
Except when he knocks on the door and I let him in, and there's like 6 ounces of weed on the fucking table and guns everywhere.
I think we
That
talked
never
about
goes over
this
well.
on our show, Matt, but I don't think we've told them that our whole South by Southwest experience when we played the showcase, or we were co-hosted those 2 showcases we did, and then we made a sprint from the other side of Lake Ladybird to see you guys play. And
Well, thank you for coming, boys.
as we make our way to 6th Street, and we're snaking our way through traffic trying to get there,
Heavy breathing.
lots of hip hop and lots of like
Yeah.
y'all were on the hip hop quarter, the
Yeah.
dance quarter of 6th Street, and we're going through there. And we just hear all this this crazy dance music for like maybe a block and a half, and then we are 2 blocks from the bar, and I start hearing you guys.
Nice.
And I was like, there's rock and roll being blown over everything that's going
That's
on.
got to be them.
And as we're making our way, it gets louder and louder and louder and louder. And we come rolling up.
You
and y'all had,
goddamn right.
Just a couple of songs left by the time we got there. But yeah, it was pretty badass. That was kind of cool. Like,
Y'all were trying to get us to go with you to the Yellow Rose after.
Y'all
Trying
should
to?
have. Y'all
Trying
should
to?
have. We had a whole,
We had
a
a
whole
wife-
booth and
we
everything
had a
for
huge
us, man.
booth.
My
Oh,
lady
you
was
mean
like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, we got to figure out what the group's doing."
You're
I
talking
was
about
like,
the Yellow
"Really?"
Rose Library, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the
Actually,
library.
Javi and I have a Yellow Rose
Tattoo on the
relationship
small of your back.
that we were scared to go back.
Oh, you do?
yeah.
No, we would've taken
we've
care of
been
you
there.
guys.
We've
What'd
been
you
there.
do at the Yellow Rose, Javi? Did you knock over a bunch of bar stools?
Fucking
Damn
bar
you,
stools
Harlan.
again.
Javier.
The first night ended up
Jeez.
is a
you
buddy
guys
of
are
ours.
blowing this way out of proportion.
A buddy of ours had a bachelor party in Austin. We run it. The first night, which was pretty tame, it just ended up me and our buddy, and it was super late, and we are sitting and we're got these girls around us, and we have a handful of cash, and our buddy who's the bachelor goes, we gotta leave, let's get the fuck out of here, which was fine. We go home. The next night, we lose Javi for like 5 hours at the Yellow Rose, and my buddy's like, hey man, have you seen Javi? I'm like, no, dude, I thought he was with us this whole time. We go, I'm like, fuck, I gotta find Javi. I go on a mission. I'm on a mission. I go upstairs and I find Javi, and he's like this, slouched down in his chair, and he's got this chick dancing on him that looks like the dude from Nacho Libre. That's not Jack Black, right? the skinny dude, and he's like, hey man, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, dude, this chick really digs me. I'm like, no man, we gotta go. He's like, no man, she's got my number. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. We gotta go.
We could get you out of here.
Her
before
wig's on the side of her head, and she's like, leave your friend alone. I was like, no man, we gotta go, man. Let's go.
I
You
think
saved
she's
your
into me,
ass though,
man.
man.
I think she's really into
Yeah,
me.
so I drag him out.
Was her name Pandora?
And
She loves me.
we keep partying all night. We keep partying. There's like 7 of us in this rent house. We wake up. I walk up. We see our friend Sean on the ground. He's sleeping on the hardwood floor with a deflated air mattress as a sheet. And I'm like
Just
walking
over
around,
him?
kind of
No, it's he's on a mattress that's deflated, an air mattress, and to cover him, it's another deflated air mattress.
Yeah, he's like doubled up on deflated air mattress. And I'm kind of taking an inventory, and I'm like, fuck, is Javi here? Javi and I were in the same bed. I go back over there, and I lay down, and Javi rolls over. He's like, fuck. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I spent so much money. I'm like, what'd you spend? He's like $1,200, man.
Oh my God!
Like,
On the Nacho Libre
it's all right,
chick.
man. Well, at that time, I was like, dude, she was pretty hot. And like 2 days later, I was like, she wasn't hot, man.
You broke it to him?
Yeah.
That was a dude.
Yeah. Dude, that's a dude.
Yeah.
He used to always go to Nacho
Libre?
Yeah, he used to go to
This is a
to,
great study
Legs and
session.
Eggs at Yellow Rose. When
That's
we were
what we
like-
walked into that night after we left
Yeah.
you guys. We walked in. They had a cabana. My cousin had
That's
set up
awesome.
a cabana table for us.
Yeah.
That was like a six-topper.
They thought we were lame. We all sprawled because we were so tired. We sprawled
what was
out.
funny
We're
was it
dozing
was
off.
butt-ass packed.
Oh,
Guys
you
are
should
standing.
have had us with you.
They were
We
going
would've-
nuts. We
we had all the
invited
party.
y'all.
We were up
I know.
until
I
10
wanted
a.m.
I wanted to go. Yeah, we didn't pass out
We were
in
in
our
our
hotel
hotel
room.
room until
Party
10
till like
a.m.
9 or 10.
Yeah. Yeah. We
And all it was
And then we had to check out at noon.
We kept thinking y'all were going to walk in at any moment. And it just
It
never
was
happened.
nut to butt in there, packed, and us two asshats are all wore out, so we're sprawled out, laying on the
Yeah.
the pad of this
Feeling
round
old.
cabana, looking on our phones, and these guys keep looking at us like, "Who the fuck are you guys
Fuck
to
you,
take up all
jerk.
this room? We're having to stand up here." They're just kind of
Like,
laughing.
hey, we paid for this. So.
And then all these girls keep walking by because they had been bringing guys over there to do lap dances and stuff. And then we're sitting there and they're like, oh. And they got to go find somewhere else to go hide off and do lap dances. It was pretty
Life
funny.
lesson. Next time,
Well,
let's
next
just
time,
drink up.
I think if
Thank
we-
you,
if-
Jeremy.
If
Thank
things
you.
pan out, we are probably going to try to get y'all on that river showcase because the guy that does it, he said that he wanted to get us and let us bring some bands down and stuff, and that would be perfect for y'all to play that.
It's
It was
fun. Y'all would
really
fit in
cool.
really
What's
good.
this thing? Where is it? What's going on?
It's on
Well, it's
Colorado River?
yeah, that's the Colorado
Oh, cool.
River. What it
Okay.
is the Hyatt Regency across the river. They it's called the New Nashville Riverboat Showcase, and it's a double-decker riverboat. Acoustic bands downstairs, electric bands upstairs, and you play like a 30, 45-minute set.
Hell
And
yeah, on a big ass boat.
You're on
I'm
top
down.
of a boat and you cruise down the river, and it's two sessions. There's a morning, or I guess a noon, 1 o'clock session, and then a 6 o'clock session that goes till 10 p.m.
But and both are cool. But
they're both really, really cool. So like a band will kick it off upstairs. It's electric. They'll play their set, and then when they're done and tearing
Yeah.
down, the downstairs band will play, and it's like 6 bands.
yeah, and then Bose
session.
sponsored this last one, so they had those little PA
Oh,
on
yeah.
like those
Bose
badass
and-
little small speakers
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sound awesome.
And Magic Hat Brewery,
monitors. Yeah.
they sponsored it, and then it was really, really cool and a lot of fun.
We
of
looked
fun.
out this year because the shit show that we all know, South by to be, we didn't want to get back into it. But
Yeah,
we
that was us
but-
too.
But we lucked out to be kind of playing on the perimeter the whole time, and kind of like you guys said, we
Yeah.
were playing not in the meat
Just
of it. We're-
outskirts stuff.
and so we could travel there. We could get there on time. We didn't have to like schlep gear for 10
Yeah.
blocks, and we weren't playing 30 minutes from each other. We partied a lot, but it was still really good. Every show was really good. It was
Yeah.
a different crowd. It was.
That's exactly
And
what
that's
we
kinda
said.
what we
Yeah.
want to do. Like,
and it
let's
was
do our own
very
thing.
impressive that you had the parking space right across the street from the venue.
I'm real good at that.
That was pretty genius.
It's like
I was
Forerunner
like-
Always-
parking.
He always does. He'll circle until somebody moves. Basically, is I think what happens there.
Yeah.
They-
I mean, last weekend we had a show at Three Links, and Javi and I got the spots right outside the club. It's because
Well,
I made Javi stand there for 2 hours, but we got it.
Nah,
and in
actually,
fairness,
we just got
there was
we just got
nobody there
lucky.
until we started playing.
We just got lucky. The people at Three Links were like, "Hey, with these 2 spots are about to open up, you want them?" Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You know
Sure,
what
why
you
not?
do is you dress up as a valet, and you wait till someone pulls up there, and you just take their keys, and then
And
go
you throw
ditch
'em.
their car somewhere. Take the car, ditch it somewhere, toss
Isn't that
the
a Limp
keys,
Bizkit video?
and then you pull your car in there, and you're good.
Is it?
I think so.
I like
I
it.
think that's a Limp Bizkit video.
If
Is
it's
it?
not, if it isn't, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
It needs
Keep
to be.
rolling, rolling, rolling.
If Limp Bizkit still exists,
I think they do.
Hey,
they're
actually,
trying to
hey,
make
I'm
I
gonna
have
go
a-
home and
hey,
open a
I have
vein
a Limp
if that's
Bizkit
true.
story real quick.
Oh
Yes,
god.
I
So
love Limp
Fred
Bizkit
Durst,
stories.
Fred Durst is directing a movie where
I think I've heard about
Where
this.
people have no talent.
No. The dude that's playing him. Who's playing him? I was about
Fred
to say,
Savage.
No.
Fred Savage is playing
Travolta.
Fred Durst.
John Travolta is playing
What?
Fred Durst.
That makes no sense.
Google it. Google
whatsoever. Really?
Google it. Yeah.
I heard about this movie that Fred Durst is
That makes
directing or
ex-
something,
it
but
makes
I didn't know
zero
that
sense.
John Travolta was in it.
So
And
he's aiming for like mediocrity in all forms of media.
Just
Like,
shit.
it's just like let's do something bad in another medium.
He's aiming for that little beach on the Trinity that we talked about earlier.
You
Like,
bite
it's
your
just right
You
in
bite
there.
your tongue, Blake. Travolta's one of the best.
Is Fred Durst still alive?
I mean, Durst
I
is
think
one of
so.
the best.
I think so. I think they tried to do a little comeback thing a while back. Like all those bands from the '90s, those new metal bands and stuff, have kind of had a resurgence.
Well,
like they've got their
it's kind
shit.
of like this. Is it time? Is it time?
Yeah.
Toe in the
Is it
water.
time? Is it time? Is
No,
it time?
no. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like-
No, that's exactly
And
how
it's like,
it is.
wait. Is it? No,
Yeah.
no, dude. People are still listening to Nirvana, man. Give it a
Okay.
couple
Yeah.
years.
That's exactly how it is. Though.
Yeah. The kids like Nirvana.
Tip
like,
their
give it some
toe.
more.
Like it is, yeah. We're just getting over the re-inclination of 80s metal that happened. Like a while back,
Right.
all of a sudden, all these 80s metal bands started popping up playing these venues. Like one even played in Keller, and that's what's happening with new metal. It's just like you said, they're putting their toe in the water and like, no, not
Yeah,
time,
no,
not
no,
time,
not time.
Okay, this movie sounds ridiculous because
may never be cool again, though.
it
That's-
is John
and it won't.
Travolta.
Cinco de Mayo.
There's no way Limp Bizkit translates to Generation Z and millennials.
No.
They're just going to be like, what the
They're
fuck is
filming this movie in Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm in.
So John Travolta is playing the title character. The movie's called Moose.
I gotta look this
And
up.
John Travolta is a rabid movie fan, obsessed with his favorite celebrity action hero, portrayed by Devon Sawa. And it has to do with the real life story inspired by a fan who stalked Durst for many years.
Yes.
So there's one
Yes.
that stalked him for many years.
I found
Yeah,
him.
the
I
one-
found him. Hey, can we make a movie about? You should, dude.
Wow,
Hey,
look at
do
Fred
it.
Durst.
It's
Only
like
if
he's
you-
the only one that still likes our band.
Only-
Anyway, we should
no.
totally write
Dude,
about it.
look at him
he's like,
now.
only if you give me a Fred Durst tattoo.
He kind of looks
How
like, you know who
crazy
Fred
is that?
Durst looks like? You guys watch Game of Thrones, right? You guys watch Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah.
he looks
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He looks like Scully.
Yeah. No, he looks like he looks like the dude on Game of Thrones that was neither a woman or
Oh,
man,
the
and, like,
eunuch.
the eunuch,
The
dude. Yeah, the
fucking-
eunuch.
The
guy.
eunuch, the bald eunuch guy?
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, that
man.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I could see that. Totally.
Wonder if he was in Game of Thrones, man. Fucking Fred
Or
Durst.
I found out. So
maybe
my-
just looks
my
like he
girlfriend
had
was-
his dick cut off. I don't know.
My
He looks like
girlfriend-
he's about to be on a like Propecia or Viagra commercial, like with BB King playing it.
can't- Hey man, I hate to tell you, but you can't do both. You can't.
Oh,
do
you
both.
can't. Yeah, true.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, I'm on Propecia and Viagra.
Do you get high off
Yeah.
it of Propecia at all?
I got.
Wait, how do you know you can't be on both?
Yeah.
It
Let's-
just seems like you can't.
Let's chalk
It
it up.
seems
Because
like you
Propecia
can't.
makes you lose your hair.
Let's just chalk
I
something
mean,
up.
Viagra makes you lose. No,
Viagra gives you a hard on, and
Propecia gives you hair. So
Yeah.
Cialis. No, wait. I'm
see,
trying to figure
that
it.
stuff's the shit, dude. I took that once, and
Oh
like
my-
18 hours later, the wind again blew, and dong.
Not gonna say I have, but yeah, I have, and it's pretty awesome.
But still, let's test this out. We'll get a grinder and freaking grind up some Propecia and some
Hey,
Just
you
do
guys-
rails of
if-
Propecia.
rails of
and-
Propecia.
If you guys are
and,
okay with this
Viagra,
experience,
see what happens.
if you guys are
maybe
okay
we'll
with
get a
this-
boner, maybe we won't.
If you're okay with this,
Maybe
this
we'll
experiment,
nosebleed
I'm totally
really
down to
badly.
do it.
Hey,
And Javi knows.
I'm in.
No, it's not so much about that. It's about these 3 or 4 things that hey, we're gonna experiment with this. And
let's see what this does to
Yeah.
our
We're like,
heart.
we've already done all of the illegal drugs. Why don't we
Let's
just start
do
making
legal
weird,
drugs, yeah.
bizarre combinations of other stuff?
Yeah.
Let's make our
Like,
own
we're-
boutique
yeah.
pharmaceuticals.
We've
Hey,
run out of other shit to
What's
do,
that
so-
band that you're geeking out on right now? They do it before their shows. They do the
Deaf
bowl
Heaven.
of they play Russian roulette
They
with their
play
drugs.
Russian roulette
Let's just
with
start doing
heroin
it.
and speed.
No,
we
is
call
this?
it the Trinity.
That's what I'm saying.
We
We'll
call it
bring
the
all
Trinity.
our prescriptions that we take and put it in a bowl.
Thanks. Who
We
has
might get-
diarrhea? Because I haven't pooped in 5 days, and it was obviously
Yeah.
that line I just snorted.
So, Deaf
I'm
Heaven.
probably just going to stick to booze and the several narcotics
You know what?
that I'm
That's what-
familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one, I'm gonna stick close to home.
I'm a little more experimental.
It's too old now to make those kind of.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm either gonna get a boner or start drooling and forget my last name and shit my pants.
We did a Trinity once.
Something's gonna happen.
Out at the lake, we did our Trinity.
There's
and
still
we did it. and-
DMT for that.
Okay,
if you
what's
really wanna do it.
what's the Trinity? What's
I don't know
that?
if I can divulge this
You can.
information.
You can. We have lots of drug talk on here.
Okay. I think the Trinity was MDMA.
Good lord.
2,5,9-C
Yeah.
and cocaine, and it was
Well,
all mixed in lines.
Okay.
And we all did it.
Which
we all-
one's 2,5,9-C?
It's
I've done a lot of the
what is
research
it? I think it
chemicals,
was
but I don't know
2,5-C.
that
Like
one.
ketamine?
I think that's the morning
2,5-C.
after.
No,
pill
ketamine's
That's
a whole different thing.
RU-486.
Yeah, that's a.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it
We've only done that
was it hallucinogenic?
So we did them.
It's like they're all those research compounds.
I feel like it's a sleeper
2CE,
cell or
2CI, 2CT7.
2,5-C was similar
Yeah, I've
to
done
being
See, that
on
makes me-
shrooms and acid.
Okay,
and-
okay.
But it's more like being on a hallucinogenic, but also on X at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Then we mix that with the
cocaine,
coke
yeah.
and the 2,5-C and the coke and the X MDMA. And so
You guys want to go out after this?
We were just hanging out. We were hanging out on the lake. Everyone's having a fun
Did
time.
we just become best friends?
Hell.
And I've got this strange ability to be like normal on all these things. My girlfriend's like, "Are you ready to go home?" I was like, "No." Like all I can see is your pupil, and everything else is a funnel of fucking light. Like I'm not driving anywhere.
I have
But
a
I look
strange.
fine.
I have the strange ability to like get naked and hide on the rooftop of a house when shit like that happens.
Also done that.
Pretend you're a
I am
nude
a golden
gargoyle.
god.
No, just hide. I'm not
Yeah.
out. I'm not out. I'm like
Yeah.
huddled up by a window.
Yeah.
like-
I literally
I
have
don't know
that
where-
story of me and one of my best buddies swimming in my dad's pool, and this car is driving by going ka 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 ka, and we're both fucking naked with these girls. And,
I've got to start going to Royal Sons parties,
and,
man.
and we both get all
the fuck?
defensive, and we run and we jump the fence, and we get on the roof, and we're like looking, and I'm like, look at him, like, dude, we're naked. He's like,
There's
yeah,
that.
man. I was like, we should get off the roof. And we kind of back down.
There's a lot of stuff that could get damaged getting on and off a roof
Yeah,
too.
especially if you
you're
saw our
naked.
fence.
A lot of
Yeah.
things can get hung up
Yeah.
on things.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Well, that was before my knee, and I was up there going, dude,
Oh,
I'm
you're a
way,
Spider-Man.
I'm way too old to be on the roof right now, and I don't know how to get off the roof.
How did y'all get off?
I just tried to back down.
I like that though.
Just tried to back down tastefully.
I don't think you can do that if you're climbing down from a roof.
He was backing down taintfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Hey man,
More
put me on your
accurate.
shoulders. You know I love you, bro. You know I love you, bro. Come on, man. I'm older than you.
I swear to God, if you shit, fucking punching you in the ass.
Which side? Hey, put my balls on your right side. Put my balls on your right side. They can't go on the both.
I love that.
Don't turn your face to the left really fast. Or you get hit in the face.
So one of the things I've been intrigued by lately is Quaaludes and how people
can't get them anymore.
hold them
You can't-
and they store them like
Yeah.
wine. Like they treat them and they're aged and they're
Yeah.
geared and they're
All right,
tagged.
so
Didn't you learn from Wolf of Wall Street that's a bad fucking idea?
The
Yeah.
fact, so there's a couple things here.
I bet if you had some, you could sell them.
Anyone that's
some
older
good-
than us,
You can still get them in Mexico.
my dad.
I thought they were completely gone.
People I know,
Yeah.
people that are more experienced than us, they will speak of Quaaludes like
It's awesome.
like the golden age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah.
well, fuck
I've never heard a
Quaaludes.
complaint.
That hallowed pill.
The fact that
of
you know
yesteryear.
someone that
Seriously, have you ever heard a complaint about Quaaludes?
Never.
Ever?
no, but
Like,
if we
I've
took
never
them, we
seen
could
any.
probably complain about it. We'd probably be
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
I mean,
Fucking Trump. These
but-
Quaaludes.
The
But
people
actually-
that are dead, they can't
Yeah.
really complain.
But actually, now with the shit we've done, it'd probably be like, oh, that's like a Tylenol PM.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
made me
like-
feel kind of fuzzy.
You're like, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
I smoked
Ah,
opium
my
with a
joints
Valium
didn't
at
hurt.
one time. That's kind of the same
I'll
thing.
swap you a Quaalude for an Adderall.
Hey,
Let's see what happens.
Hey, I'll swap you
Well,
a
they say
Quaalude for
that.
some DMT. Let's see
See,
what happens.
they say that weed, like right now, if we smoked the 70s weed, it would be like freaking just trash, like your typical
Well, yeah, it's
dirt,
weed.
And if we took their acid, I've heard that
Right.
the roles
Right.
reverse
It
and
was
we'd be
insane.
floored.
All right.
So
But the thing is, like, you can still smoke enough of that shitty old weed.
And get
to
high, yeah.
You're just like, grr.
yeah,
Smoke like a
Yeah.
huge
Come on.
joint of that
Yeah.
shit, and you're like
That's why-
by yourself, and
Well,
you're fucking
like the little
cross-eyed.
vape, the little. Remember the
It's not
just
clean.
the single pins that they
Mhm.
sell, like the what is it, the 500 milligram ones
Mhm.
that you can get, the real cheap. You can get it for like $40 up in Colorado. Though, if you hit that 3 times, that's what the same feeling I get is that trash weed high school stuff feeling, and I kind of like it. I'm like, this is fucking, it's cool.
Oh, this
I'm
is-
goofy.
No, man,
this
keeps
is-
getting a hold. Like,
This is
come on,
dr-
boy, you
Yeah.
got to find me some of that brown Mexican weed they used to have back in the day.
Hey, this
Yeah,
is,
man,
I know
this
it still exists.
Yeah.
This is that old driving.
I'm
weed.
like,
don't-
Dad,
I don't
I
like-
don't know where to get that
Yeah.
shit.
The driving
Son,
weed.
last time I smoked your weed, I looked at the palm of my hand for like 3 hours, man. You got to get me that dry, nasty stuff.
Yeah, well, man,
I don't
yeah.
know where that's at.
But they didn't know back then the separated strains, did they?
No,
They were.
they
It
had
was
no
just
idea.
Well,
whatever.
yeah,
we're just
some
gonna grow.
people did.
Yeah,
I mean, it
maybe
wasn't-
in Colombia, but not here.
I mean, you know, the few people, you know, like the 4
There's all red
strains or
here.
whatever, Acapulco Gold and like Maui Wowie.
Yeah.
Like there were still strains back then.
I mean, it's just like how much
Somebody
more
fucking
creative we
knew.
are than they were.
But they weren't as up on it. Like
no,
they
it wasn't
didn't-
common.
smokers
It
are
wasn't
these
common
days.
Man,
knowledge.
once hydroponics came out and stuff, that's when the game changed.
It's
is
like
when,
the-
when
it's
they
the
started
same-
doing that, man.
Well, it's the same equivalent as like the people that like brew their own beer now. Like,
yeah, they get
you
into
know, like
it, yeah.
back in the day. That,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I guarantee the guy that grew his own weed in the 70s probably brewed his own beer too.
Yeah.
There's just
yeah.
like one of those guys per state or some shit.
I think, Jason, don't you think once hydroponics came out, that's when the game started
Yeah,
changing
Jason.
completely?
We want to hear from
He's
Jason.
still here.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Oh,
No, no,
yeah.
absolutely,
We're trying to
absolutely.
get jobs. What are we talking about?
But do you think they knew that it was a sativa or not? Or
I don't know. Do you
Like,
think
do you
like,
think
did they know
They did.
sativas and indicas back
White
then?
I don't know.
Widows,
My name's
yeah.
Javier
In
Garza,
the
and I don't
70s?
really know what you guys are talking
I
about.
think in the
Early
70s they were just like
some
whatever,
people did.
man,
They were
gets you
all
high.
they were always
Javier,
categories.
from
Somebody
experience,
knew.
did they know back in the 70s what a
Yeah.
sativa and an indica
Javier?
was?
I don't think so.
I like how Javier
getting to know.
moves his mic so he can take a breath, like
Yes.
chocolate rain.
He does. He moves away.
You got to get a cough button.
I
for
just
him.
had to burp.
That's okay. You could burp on the mic.
I move away from the mic.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
you
talking
know, I'm
about
trying
a
to,
lot
you know,
of
Don't want to interrupt, man.
buttholes and drugs, and he's too afraid to burp on the
Buttholes
mic.
and drug talk.
Hey, man, we got to keep it classy with the
No.
burps.
Well, why don't
Yeah.
we get into why you guys are here?
Why the fuck
Why
are
are
we
we
here?
here?
Why are they here?
Because y'all had nothing else to do on a Tuesday night. You're like,
I
eh.
don't know,
well,
man. I
come
blacked out. I forgot. I don't even remember getting here, man.
Where the hell am I?
Y'all have a
It's that
recording.
Trinity.
We do. We have an album.
You have an album that is done.
Dunzo.
And when is it going to hit the streets? So the kids say. When is the date it's going to drop?
We
Trying
do
to
not.
I'm trying to figure that out.
We do not have a solidified date. We are on some discussions to try to solidify the release. We don't have anything solid yet, but we came to you guys and said, "Fuck it, let's play some songs."
We have
Because
some.
So you
songs.
guys,
We have
you guys
some
are getting the
songs.
Only a
first
couple
little,
cool people have heard it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the album cover art here. Well, can we disclose the name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I love it. Praise and Worships.
Yep.
As in warships. WARSHIPS.
Yep.
It's kind of badass. I like that. That's a good play on words. I like it.
I told you.
Chad goes, told you.
Is that yours? Did you
Yeah,
come
it's
with it?
his.
And yeah, it's a full length there. How y'all releasing this? Y'all gonna
So actually, go back to the photo. Mark Sink shot that photo in Denver, Colorado. He's
the back one?
Yeah,
He's a badass.
He's a badass.
He's a
He
badass.
He shot it on his great granddad's camera. I
Yeah.
think. And
from like the 1870s or something.
Yeah,
Did he shoot it to a plate?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's wet plate.
That's wet
Colonial
plate.
wet plate.
Looks good.
And
It's cool.
He
It's
shoots,
very, very cool.
He's shot Andy Warhol. He shot Go-Go Bordello's album cover.
Yep.
Like he's shot a ton of people. We just go hang out with him on an afternoon, and he shoots some. He just amazing. It was just-
How'd y'all hook up with that? As a follower of his, I figured him to be like the type that's now like a hermit, kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He doesn't want to be bothered, but he still likes doing his craft type thing.
He is definitely a Jedi.
He's super
He
quiet
is.
and just like kind of weird in like this, in the best way. Like he's kind of sort of just like, yeah, man, like fried a little bit, like, but just seasoned properly. He's just a weird, eccentric, cool ass artist. He lives with his wife and their little
Their
girl.
baby in a badass house in
Dude, it
Denver.
was such a cool experience. He's such a nice guy, and just, you know,
I've seen a bunch of the pics you guys have posted from those shoots and hanging out with him and stuff, and they're kind of badass. They're really, really cool.
It was crazy because he's such a great photographer and he's so seasoned, and we go and we shoot and we walk around and do some photography, and he's just loving it, and then we go to develop it in a little shed smaller than this. And just he's doing it with like rye whiskey and like this
there was
crazy,
like ether and fucking well, he said that they used to
strychnine.
They used to use potassium cyanide.
Yeah, cyanide.
For the process, and we're like, isn't that poisonous? He's like, oh yes, it's incredibly dangerous.
Like, since he had a baby, he changed his.
He was like, I was like, well, how bad exactly? He goes, well, if you had like a cut on your foot and you like dropped a drop of it in a cut,
you have 3 minutes to live.
You would die.
But he also said ether doesn't work like it works in the movies. Like if you take a rag and you put it in your
bullshit.
Face, no, he said, well,
I know firsthand. That is not true.
Well, he told us he
Because
tried to
that's
put a
a
cat
serial
down
killer,
with his
It
ear.
evaporates incredibly fast.
When he's not shooting photography, is he killing people?
No, but I don't know. But he
It's
definitely
not-
tried to put a cat down with it, and he's like, man, that did not work.
You're joking.
I think what you're missing, Matt.
Sorry,
is
buddy.
Go to sleep.
Matt,
Go to sleep.
What you're missing
Just go
is
to
that
sleep.
Blake just confessed that he's tried it several times at Lola's, trying to take
Not
girls
Ether.
out of with Ether.
So many
No, that's
many
Luther,
years
not
ago,
Ether. That's Chris Luther, not Chris.
Oh, you're
Ether.
trying to.
Many years ago,
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
One of my buddies, I was living in Austin. I was like 18 or 19, and one of my buddies stole a bottle of ether out of his organic chemistry lab at UT. It was like a 40-ounce bottle of fucking ether.
Yeah.
And he was
Anytime
like,
I smell that, I'm like, cocaine?
so we rode around. Yeah, if it's decent. We rode around in a car while another friend drove us.
We're joking. We don't
And
know
we're
these
like
things.
huffing ether out of a rag.
Like huffing?
Fuck, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It evaporates
Wow.
super, super fast. It's like you'd like
Yeah.
fill a whole rag with the shit and be gone in 30 seconds.
Dude, my dad
Yeah.
wishes he had ether.
It was
he was
nuts.
huffing Freon.
I
like a
I've done that.
I did
One of
that
my-
too when I
one
was
of my
really young.
friends'
That was
dad
stupid.
had a AC company, a HVAC company, and we
Shit
freaking
kills more brain cells than
No,
anything.
I
It's so
I
bad.
fucking we did it.
I'd be
I
a
did it
doctor
twice
if I
and
hadn't
fucking
been
passed
doing
the
that
fuck.
shit.
Next thing I know, I woke up on the floor of the garage and he's just over me laughing. Whoo!
Well, my
Those
dad
balls in my face.
My dad's got a big scar on his butt, and my dad's like classical genius, like
Yeah.
registered genius, badass. For my whole life, he told us he got bit by a spider. When I turned about 18, 19, my grandfather was like, you know how your dad got that scar on his butt? He just started spitting fire. I was like,
huffing.
no, how? He's like, well, huff Freon. Fucking huff Freon.
Yeah.
Fell on his ass, froze his ass. We had to get it cut off. My
It was
grandfather-
weird.
My grandfather was a doctor, and
Yeah.
he's like, another time he was exiting Hewlin in his car, huffing Freon while he was exiting, passed out and took out like 4 trees.
Good lord, man.
And then he's like, you know how you like to sleep in?
Can
My
you
dad used
text
to
me
get-
when your dad's driving around with Taga? So I can go inside?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. I don't think he does it anymore. My
You know what's
granddad's
weird?
like-
I remember it smelling like I got a weird sense of grape when I did Freon and then just passed out. I remember that.
That
And
was
then
just
I-
like a bit of a nerve ending that
Probably-
remembers the
prob-
smell of
grape.
grape
You can now
dying.
never
that was
taste it
dying.
again.
That was the
Probably
last time.
was, man.
But we
That's probably
digress.
exactly what it is. Yeah. Fucking Huffer talk.
Your love for grape jelly just completely disappeared
Just
with
Huffer
that
talk.
one.
That one
explosion.
spark.
Ever since then, I hate grape jelly.
But yes,
Like, I
sir,
gotta
we
have
recorded an album.
Yeah.
You chased another drug rabbit.
God damn.
So
Hey, don't do dare.
Don't do
Dare-
drugs.
drugs,
Don't do
kids.
drugs, kids.
I love that y'all got it separated into side A and side B. So does that give me hope that there's a vinyl version coming?
There's definitely a vinyl version. Yeah.
CDs are
Yeah.
probably going to be harder to come by. Actually, we're going to do vinyl and
Tape.
and no. Fuck
Well,
tape.
we
Maybe.
might do tapes because one of my buddies at
Maybe.
work makes them, and I just kind of do
Yeah.
it as one of these. But as like a producer that owned a studio at one time, I'm like, dude, I worked my ass off to get away from tapes. I grew up with 4 tracks.
Now we're going back to it.
8 tracks.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, I got an 8-at. We're digital. Like, I don't ever want to hear analog again. And he's like, I'm literally making hundreds of dollars a week duplicating tapes for hardcore scene. Like,
Yeah.
they want to do that.
Well, I
Have
was
you
thinking
seen
about
these?
putting a.
Uh-uh.
I was thinking about. I'm trying to talk my. I have a friend that owns a bar, about me putting a vending machine with cassette tapes in it, but I don't know all the legalities, like who you have to get set up with. If it's the same as like records, like you have to
Like
set up.
ASCAP and AP.
Yeah, I don't know if I could just go and put like whatever I wanted in them and stuff. I don't. Because they do it in Austin.
If it was local, if it's local, I'm
See,
sure
that's
you
what
can.
it's going to be mainly is local. But I'd also probably want to put some stuff that would like.
But if it's local resale,
appeal to, yeah.
If it's local resale, you shouldn't have a problem because the same thing as a.
Is that a USB? I knew that's what I was like.
Yeah, but that's going to be weird
that's
too
awesome.
when I take people's loaded it with 8-track or
Dang.
4-track, right? Wasn't it
Not
4-track that they
4-track.
were doing it?
4-track's
yeah,
like a cassette.
Was it?
Is it a digital 4-track like this?
Yeah, no, it's just like that. It had the it's an MP3, but it's in a casing. I think that's what.
How much
I
does
saw.
one of those things
Hold on.
cost?
Let me
Here,
charge
look it up real
Let
quick.
me charge
Only
it for a second.
$99 a piece.
I don't know, and this guy's local that makes them.
Let's see.
That
That's
does
awesome.
them. But
I
he
was
did. This
totally
is
down with that.
Jesse Fry's last single release, and we've talked about it a couple of times on here. But it's a tape, so it's a digital head going on there, and it's got
But
a
no
headphone
cord.
jack. It's got Bluetooth that will sync to headphones or whatever, and then a USB port if you have a vehicle with a USB port. So it's got
Super
every
cool.
connectivity
Yeah.
needed, and
But it's still cool in a small package.
it's cool in a small package, little tape. It looks like you're walking around with a tape, but
That's awesome.
they're pretty
pretty
badass.
awesome.
Let
Piss, I don't care.
Yeah, me too. We should play one of their songs.
Hey, yeah, if we let's play a song. What song you want us to play? We're a little bit past the middle of the break, middle of the
do,
show. But
Shoot. Yeah, way past.
Let's play "Love Me Tender," please.
Love Me Tender.
Love
Oh,
me
baby, we can't get any better.
Love me
I don't see that.
Let's do.
Whole lot of love.
We got Shuffling Shoes, the second one on the first side. All right, we can do that. Let's play some Shuffling Shoes right about now. This is the Royal Sons off their debut album, Praise and Worships, with the song Shuffling Shoes. All right, what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to grab it like your nuts. Oh. And let's see here.
Oh. I don't know. We've gone so late.
Well, we got started way late, so we're only an hour and a half into it. So
Let's go, Russ.
it's not that bad.
We got plenty of potion, honey. Have you paid your dues? Heard about the new boys, seeing what they can do. They talk a big game, but it ain't nothing new.
What? I'm gonna stop for a second. I want to make sure this. Oh, what are they showing? Your album, Praise and Worships, with the song Shuffling Shoes.
This sounds like you just go to sleep.
Oh no, you don't sleep.
This one, and then this was an old article.
Are we live still?
Mixler's live. The room is. I mean, there's a few people in the room listening.
Oh, here you go.
Shit, that was loud. God damn.
I'm getting the details on it.
You're like, hey man, what did we do that night, man?
Because my buddies always bring it.
Yeah.
Let some guys in the dark web that get some stuff.
All right.
I knew a girl that was always riding Harleys and shit.
There we go. I'm gonna mark it down right now.
No, you can just find it. Find it with people in the area. Just go to
Sweet. I'll be here. Thank God.
Oh, like a flat box, like a. Yeah, the boat I have now, you can do a power turn and you can
Just
dip
dick slap
the edge
Chad.
of it. Yeah, I don't do that, but you can.
Hi, Becky.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, those things still they're so expensive.
Yeah, I had a buddy that had his dad bought a Aeronautique. It's like a year old. It was so slightly used. He paid like $65.
Monica's out with Tiff, so let's party.
Oh fuck.
So I had a pontoon. I grew up on runabouts and ski boats, wakeboard boats, and everyone sold their boats, and I was like, fuck it, I'm buying a pontoon. Bought a brand new 2014 pontoon, put a badass system in it, cradled everyone around for a couple of years, and then my warranties were running out, and I got a cash offer for $22,000 for it.
Oh shit.
I had paid $22,000 for it, plus like $5,000 down payment. So I was like, fuck it. No warranties, $22,000, cash in pocket. Got that cash, bought a 2000 VIP Vindicator with a 350 mag with through hull exhaust.
Damn.
It'll do 60 miles an hour, and it'll only hold like 6 or 7, maybe 8 people with a little cuddy cabin. Yeah. Like a 20-foot boat. But so I bought that pontoon with this party boat. Getting harder to find people to come out. 4 of us going out, 6 of us going out. I was like, fuck it. I don't want a boat payment. I'm selling this thing, and now I don't have a payment, but I have a boat. So that's the little speedboat now. It'll do about 60. That's cool. It's fun.
60 is fucking
It's
fast
fast
on
as
the
shit.
water.
It's fast on water, man.
Yeah. And it looks like, and so we're naming it White Powder.
So I grew up on bass fishing on lakes,
Yeah.
and so like I'm used to being on a bass boat with a 250 on it. That when the water's clear, you look behind you, and there's no wake. All you have is the prop in the water,
yeah.
just blowing and going, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
We're not rolling yet. I got it down. So.
Oh, hey, dead air. Hey, yo, way, hey. We just lost one of our sponsors. Fuck one goat. Hobby's always messing around, man. The goat matured a lot more. Oh, 2CB is what we did.
Hey, 2CB.
So I had my reference. It's White X and 2CB.
It's called the
Trifecta.
Trinity.
Oh no, yeah, we call it Trinity. Yeah. Well, we make our own rules.
I've got it
man.
down.
Oh,
I've got
you
it
got
down.
it down.
I've got it down because we're about to come back. You ready?
And there's actually a trophy that goes with it.
What was it? Hey, what was the
Candy
name of it again?
flipping,
That was a lot.
hippie flipping,
I miss
candy
those
flipping.
days.
I've
No,
flipped
what was
it.
the name? I'm sorry.
I
what was
flipped
the name
all
of
the
it?
days
flips.
when I had a whole day to recover.
2CB.
2CB. I was like CBD oil. That's nothing. That's
No.
pretty much just therapeutical.
2CB.
2CB. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I said, and I actually didn't call it the Trinity. Yeah. Oh.
We're still geeking out on drugs.
And we're back with a. Is this the premiere? Would this be the world premiere
That
of
would
Shuffling Shoes?
Definitely be
That
the
was
world
it.
premiere.
We brought it here to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
I'm gonna shed a tear.
Family's family.
So
Wait.
awesome, so awesome.
All right, back to 2CB talk.
Bam! Ba-da-dee.
Stop
So,
it.
wait, before that is going to be our premiere video. We shot this video at the Shag Palace in Arlington, about a block from Trace. $5 blowjobs.
What the hell?
He took some 2CB.
See, and that's one of the side effects.
Chad
Get
stroked
ready.
out.
That was a weird effect you put on my
You said-
voice.
you said-
Spaz out like that.
You say,
man, that
you
tripped
say
me out.
weird things when you stroke out, man. It's really
that
weird.
was a weird, dude. Don't.
It was
hey,
it was the monkey with the cymbals doing this, you know, just going.
Hey, don't put that effect on my voice anymore. What I said was
I'm
Chicas.
sorry.
What I said was Chicas Locus. About 2 blocks from Chicas Locus.
It was like Homer Simpson.
Cut.
Meow 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 meow.
$5
meow, meow,
blowjobs.
Meow meow meow.
Okay, so wait a second.
$5 blowjobs.
2 blocks from Chicas Locus is
Our
Dream World.
Our buddies, awesome 70s pristine mansion that we
It's on
shot
a
our
golf
video
course
in.
out there somewhere.
Yeah, it's on that golf
Is it
course.
in Interlock?
Yes.
It's in Interlock, sort of, kind of?
On the fringe.
On the fringe, yeah.
His grandparents built this mansion in 73. He inherited it. It's called the Shag Palace.
I saw your production stills from this.
Oh, yeah.
That was rad.
That was a long night.
That
But
was
yes.
crazy.
But that's that video. We're shooting it for that song, and Johnny
All right,
should
yeah.
be Johnny. You should be home editing this right now. He's asleep. He went to sleep like an hour ago. I do have a funny joke.
Dodged us. Johnny, you dodged us, man.
But I do.
It's
have
over, Johnny.
I do.
It's
have-
over.
Do it for Johnny.
Marcus texted me. He's like, "Dude, this fucking show keeps buffering. What the fuck?" And Johnny goes, "You must have Premiere." No, is it Premiere? No,
Frontier.
Frontier. Our bassist works for Frontier.
Oh.
He's like the web guy.
Yeah.
And Johnny's like, "You must have Frontier." Johnny's at home listening.
Hey, Marcus, I want you to know we've got gigabit fiber here at the house, so it's not on our end. So
Yeah,
I'm
our fiber's
gonna blame,
fucking thick and
I mean-
strong.
I'm going to blame the Frontier end on it.
If
Our
we need
fiber
to have
holds
our engineers look at it, you know what? Let's go ahead and get our engineers to make
You know-
sure that it is not on our end.
You can hop over to YouTube and watch it on video too if you want to. I mean, you can do whichever.
You can go to RedTube if you want.
You
fucker.
can go to RedTube. We're also broadcasting this to RedTube.
Or you can go to Dream World and get $5 blowjobs.
I think I can find that.
Dream World. That's
Los Chicos.
there wasn't
Los
even
Chicos.
booze at Dream World,
No,
so
it
the blowjobs were at least 20 there. I
Well,
remember
you know,
that.
River was into some weird things.
Oh.
No, I'm just. Are they still around? We were trying to
No.
figure that out the other day.
There's no way.
There's
It
no
can't
way.
be.
There's no way.
There's no way, right?
I got enough young
All the high school bands have
rocking
grown up.
friends that they would tell me, "Hey, I got a show at Dream World," and I would say,
Not
"Don't
Dream
do
World, but both the brothers that ran the
Oh.
place. Like they got ran out of town, right? Like they pissed off so many bands.
that." As
I don't
far
know.
as
I have no
know.
idea.
As far
I
as
haven't
know.
heard about. I haven't even thought about. Honestly, this sounds cocky and kind of pompous, but I haven't even thought about those dudes since
like
probably
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. When you were going through your Spank Bank catalog, you're just cycling through.
Since the last time the wind hit my wiener.
since
Yeah.
the wind hit my wiener.
So when is this video going to be done, Johnny, and released?
Yeah, Johnny.
Let's get a timeline,
Wait,
Johnny.
come on, Johnny.
Yeah, what is the timeline? Do y'all have a?
Um,
Are you going to try to release it around the same time as the album?
Yeah, well, originally our plan was to have. Actually, we wanted to have our album out now, but we have some little bigger plans. We want to kind of put it out a little more grandiose than we could originally, so we're working on that. The video is going
Trying
to
to
be kind
shop
of
it a little.
yeah. Well,
if we can.
I don't blame you. That's
the video is going to be kind of the next stage of like a stepping stone to keep the energy
Momentum,
going.
yeah.
The momentum.
Yeah,
And
so
we love
we got
making
bets.
video.
We're like, okay, is Royal Sun's going to come out with their album or Duel going to come out with their second album first? Which
Well,
one's going to happen first?
To be honest, a lot of people were releasing their album the same month that we were gonna, and I was like, you know what? We're all buddies. Why
Do it
why
all
do
at
this?
once.
Why do this to
That's a
each
good
other?
point.
Let's put ours out in like the 13th month. Let's just do it. Let's do it on the month where there's no competition.
January, February, March.
That's the extra model in the calendars.
Yeah.
You never made a calendar? I know Dustin. You know my
I
13th.
know
You know
how
the 13th girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
13th
You know-
girl on the shoot.
Yes. Well, and then you extend it to, we're going to release a 15-month calendar or a 16-month calendar or something weird,
Well, the thing is, the album's done,
Well, that's good.
and we brought it here tonight, and we can play anything we want off of it.
You want to play another one now while
As
we
l-
talk about it a little bit?
As long as everyone, because our manager, I was like, hey, man, this is
You
what
wanna
we're
roll
going
like
to do.
that?
And he's like, do it. But tell them what your
It's like,
social
man,
media.
nobody listens
Go
to those
ahead.
guys.
No,
like,
plug
nobody's gonna hear it.
everything.
We
Y'all-
wanna-
that's why y'all are here.
He's
we,
right.
We want to make sure that
No,
people
no.
know. Come check us out on Instagram. Come check us
Kidding.
out on Facebook. We're Royal Sons TX on Instagram, and we're Royal Sons TX on Facebook.
One of my shooting partners, I was talking about You guys come in.
Adult arcade shooting, duck hunt shooting.
No,
Oh,
photography
yeah,
shooting.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify in this day and age. But I was telling him about you guys coming in, and he's like, "I'm gonna hop on YouTube and check them out." And I was like, "Good luck with that."
We keep it kind of dark.
I said, "There's a
That's good.
teaser up there." I was like, "I don't know what you're gonna find just yet." And he found. I guess he went through the teaser and listened, and then there's some live recordings and stuff. He's like, "I dig the shit out of this. This is cool as hell."
I think the best thing I could say to that is we haven't started yet.
Yeah.
We're just.
You've
we're-
got
we're
the most
ramping up.
important thing out of the way is all the live shows. I mean, your live
All of
shows
them?
are not all of them.
I hope
We're
not.
done. We're done,
I
guys.
sincerely hope not.
Hope you caught
You've
Royal
got-
Sons while you could.
You now have a finely tuned live show.
Well, you know
shit.
what's really cool about the last few live shows is we were kind of the underdogs, and I kind of coached these guys. I was like, man, you know what? We do what we do, and we came from where we came from, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. And the last couple live shows really paid off and kind of sold it for everyone in the band. And
Yeah.
we're ready to keep going. We're playing Thursday with Unknown Henson.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
Rail
Rail.
Club.
Dude from the Squidbillies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Early.
This is like a bucket list thing.
We're having to do
I'm
it.
fucking.
Yeah.
They were like, "What? We're not." I was like, "No, you have to see him live. It's not just like
What
jokey."
is with the rail having these
Their DRI's coming back
novelty
pretty soon
bands
too.
come through that
I have
are
no
all
idea.
TV associated somehow?
They're gonna
it's not
stick
bad.
us.
Not
It's
bad.
awesome.
Yeah, that's where NRCD played with that cat from The Office.
Office.
They
Yeah.
need to put
Yeah.
as
Trailer
seen
Park
on
Boys.
TV, like a big as seen on TV sticker next to them.
It's like that's what
That's a
that
cool-
venue's
man,
getting
that'd be a
known for.
cool
That'd be cool.
bar.
That'd be really
Yeah.
badass, actually.
Yeah.
As a venue, as
That's
seen
a
on
good
TV.
idea.
Like all these dudes that have
Yeah.
TV actors that have bands.
As seen on
Or
TV.
as seen on TV series continues with.
Yeah.
with what
Unknown
was it,
Henson.
Can you imagine the
Nice.
bookie, the guy you doing booking, be like, "Fuck,
Son of a
coming
bitch,
up
why
with- I gotta come up with
I
another
didn't.
one."
Hey, I didn't know Steve Urkel had a band. Like, yeah,
He's
fucking-
like booking some Canadian
damn it, I gotta-
cable access.
I got to book McLovin again.
Yeah,
This last
he
Friday,
played Lola's.
I know.
McLovin
Oh,
did.
he did.
Yeah.
I
He
forgot
did, he
about
did.
that. Yeah.
What's the name of his band?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to
Is
say
it-
McLovin around his band.
I bet he gets shitty.
yeah, I bet
doesn't
he
he?
gets tired of
He
that.
does.
This is my band.
Don't call
Oh,
me.
what the fuck is his
McLovin.
name? I forgot what it was.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I guess
I totally
McLovin's
forgot.
not in the name.
And the guys from the '70s show have a band.
What?
From
The
that
Rapist?
70s show.
Oh,
The
is
rapey
that
dude,
why?
he's got DJ
He's-
Mom jeans.
Is that?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Our
I don't
manager
know that
was
he's
actually
rapey.
hanging out.
I don't know.
All
Well,
right. That
every-
night. The
I
night.
don't know.
The night. Sorry. The night you guys came to that show at South by, our manager was driving there with Fez.
Oh, really?
So that
Oh,
70s
yeah,
show.
tell me that.
It's circling around.
But they did a big.
Did he show up
at-
after we left?
no.
It didn't.
Oh,
The
that
manager did.
motherfucker.
Fez went somewhere.
Oh, that fucker.
And yeah.
I got a
They're-
buddy that
they're-
works House of Blues who was hanging out with Dave Masterson like 2 nights ago.
Is
Huh.
he lives here now?
I
Like,
don't know.
I keep hearing all these appearances, and he
Yeah.
keeps popping up here and there all
Maybe
over town and
he
all
might
over
be living
Denton.
up in Denton because he's done some stuff in Denton.
Well, it was him, and I thought Fez had something going on at Thin Line, like last year, not this past one, but the one 2 years ago,
I remember a few years back when they did
or
the,
Octopia.
I
It was
swear we
Octopia.
talked about him recently about something like real recent, like in the last couple of months. We
maybe
should
he
go.
lives in Denton.
Maybe he's playing Watauga
maybe,
Fest,
maybe,
which you
maybe-
didn't tell me Ashmore was on.
Maybe he swam away.
Watauga Palooza.
Yeah.
So
Ashmore's playing it.
Friday night was Kiefer Sutherland at Billy Bob's.
There you
Yeah,
I
I heard
kind of
about
wanted
that.
to go just to be like, does he whisper talk
Was
his
it?
singing?
Wait, I was gonna say Dog
Is he,
Star.
or Yale?
Dog Star's Keanu
He
Reeves.
says, "I'm the
man.
president. Do what I say."
Is Dogstar still playing?
Dude, should we try to be actors so we can make a
I think
successful
so.
band?
Maybe
Let's
that's
just do
it.
that.
It's easy to be an actor, right?
Fuck yeah! You just
Yeah.
get fucked up.
Like Kevin
I've
Costner,
seen- you've seen
and
Clerks?
Billy
Yeah.
Bob Thornton, and
don't
like
need
tons
fucking
of
talent.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, Unknown Henson, the dude, like he's played in Billy Bob Thornton's band.
Oh yeah,
You know
For
what
a
we
while.
should have is a reality show called Rockers versus Actors.
yeah,
Real bands take on actors' bands.
yeah.
Let's see what
Me,
happens.
Dustin and I will host it. We'll be the Potters.
Yes.
The Potters.
And you should play it as well.
Yeah, yeah. We,
Just
And at
fucking
the
throw it
same
in.
time, us lowly podcasters will take on real radio broadcasters.
Yeah, we could do that.
It'll be a whole total
Yeah.
double bill thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, we can't say cuss words or talk about drugs or buttholes?
That's how we beat the regular broadcaster.
We're going to pass.
Oh, yeah, Hal J? You can't say fuck. We can.
Yeah, hey, Russ Martin, Batmobile this shit.
I don't like your Batmobile anyway. Look fucking stupid.
Hey,
Lower Greenville motherfucker.
Nickelback, mother.
No,
We're all getting shot.
We love Russ. If only he'd ever listened to us.
Do y'all want to go through some of the songs? Kind of talk about
Yeah, let's
them?
do it.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
talk.
So y'all are kicking it off with The Devil's Knockin'. Sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
just right out of the gate.
Just get in it.
What
It's a real good, like, kind of bluesy.
where would y'all put you guys as far as
Hell.
Probably sounding? Are you
think
blues?
they're eventually.
If there's a section in hell where you guys have a booth and it's drugs welcome and buttholes and
And
that's-
glory holes.
I was
we'll
gonna
have
say-
a glory hole booth.
I was going to say
only
earlier
eyeballs.
that the recorded stuff sounds more psych rocky than their live show. To me,
Well, you gotta
their
listen
live
to 'em.
shows.
You gotta listen to them.
I got to listen to it all, but
Yeah, you got to
So-
go through it. Listen.
so far to me, it's more psych rocky.
What we call ourselves is Texas
Bread. psych rock.
psychedelic blues rock, and our motto and our tagline is like a knife fight at a Mexican sex party.
You just gave me a boner.
I wonder who
Which-
came up with that, by the way.
Which is
This guy over here.
which is an actual.
Chad.
It's myself and my step grandfather. It's a meld of it. That's a Christmas
I want to be in
picture of
Chad's
my
family.
We were taking a Christmas picture one year, and my granddad or my step granddad goes, "Man, this is about as organized as a Mexican sex party." I was like, "All right,
Wow.
I'm taking that in."
Fuck.
I was like 10.
I
but
take it he's been in Mexico before once or twice.
Was he playing with a butterfly
More
knife at
organized
the
than
same
a
time?
Mexican
Probably.
sex party.
Where'd y'all record all this at?
So we recorded it at Modern Electric in Dallas, and my buddy Barry Sailing produced it. He's also produced Loaded Moses and Memory Man,
Yeah,
and now
you're-
Royal Sons.
got a long.
Somehow he
history with
tolerated me
Yeah,
this time around.
you know we try to stay true to our buddies. Make
You
shit
have,
happen.
man.
Yeah, that's
You have
really,
kind
really
of
cool.
kept it close to your proximity.
You believe in it. You believe
Yeah.
in it.
It's more comfortable that way too.
Well, Barry knocked it out of the fucking park, man. It sounds great.
This does sound really good.
It's big, full. And it's
Well-
nasty.
Well,
There's
one
a
of the things
nastiness
is there's
to it.
not many people that are brave enough to play two slide guitars, and
I thought that was when y'all saw y'all at shipping and receiving. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
and
Two
neither,
slides.
and neither of us can play slide for shit, so that makes it even
Sounded
better.
fun.
So the two of you together almost make one competent
Yeah.
slide player.
Well, speaking of
Somebody that
slide,
can play their guitar.
did you have Matt come in?
Yeah, for
Tedder-
one,
Tedder
we
was
got
on one.
we got a Tedder, and we got a good story with that one.
Go for it.
We'll tell it when we get to that song. Listen to this little jam out part here.
Uh-oh.
Who played the harp? Nice.
Sorry, I was taking a pull of whiskey there. Couldn't speak for a moment.
Did you play it live too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They played it at shipping and receiving, didn't you?
Yeah.
You played it at shipping and receiving, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah.
I got
Every
fucked
show
up
I've
that
seen
night,
of
too.
y'all's, you played it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Everyone?
no one stepped up on harp other than Blake, and actually get a lot of compliments about Blake's harp playing. He doesn't
It
like-
sounds good on this.
It's tough for
sure.
us because we know like Gary Grammer and fucking Matt Tedder, like people that are like steps above in those
Yeah.
things.
Well,
but-
Tedder doesn't really play hard.
No, but he plays slide to my
Yeah,
like,
oh,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can't say.
What do you
I'm-
say about your slide playing?
oh,
Tedder,
it's-
he's like,
oh.
dug it.
Well, Tedder's
Was
a
he like,
badass. Like
you
Tedder,
fucking
He's
suck.
ridiculous.
No, Tedder, he
Yeah.
would never say that. he's just too much of a sweetheart. But he's
Yeah.
so
That's why I'm
badass.
scared to get him in here.
It's good
It's
though,
because he's
Chad.
too much of a sweetheart.
Oh no, get all of us in here. We'll get the goods out of Tedder.
It's good though, Chad. The slide is good.
I
on
do
it,
play
though.
in a band with
It's
that
good.
guy.
I know you do.
And like I'll tell you, you'll get less Tedder, but you get Luther and Mabe in here, going back and forth. Those idiots will go on forever.
Oh yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah, we need to get them in
With
too.
was it the Led Zeppelin cover band or? What are you
We're
doing
just
with him?
They do everything.
Fat Cheddar. It's just
Fat
like
Cheddar,
a.
that's
It's
it.
just like a. We're just a classic rock cover thing. We do a lot of stuff. We do Zeppelin. We do Stones stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. It's fun.
Bring him in. Let's do a Fat Cheddar. By the way, is that just a Lola's type area type thing, or can I book you at another venue?
Yeah, you could. I mean,
Is
we
it
don't.
gonna be
we don't.
costly?
I probably not. We'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we don't play a lot other than like playing on Wednesdays.
Roll
at
Sons,
Lowe's.
everybody, rolls.
Yeah, I know. Sorry,
We just got to talk about what makes him money.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay,
But
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
we can
pay
do
the
that.
rents and what buy the ski boats are two different things, man.
yeah.
So should we jump
Well,
down
I'm just
here?
paying rent. I'm not buying ski boats. So.
Yeah, well, learn.
Not
Since we're
yet,
talking about
goddamn
Matt
it.
so much, should we jump down here and?
Oh,
Yeah, let's
Lake
play the Matt
Caleros?
Tedder band.
Yeah, I got a great
Songs.
story about this song.
This is a good one.
This song is a live show favorite. I think everybody freaks out when this one's.
I'm gonna try to tell this story super quick. Me and my buddy were down on 7th Street. He's super hammered. He kept yelling "culo" at chicks, and I was like, "Dude, you know what that means? That's asshole." He's like, "I don't know, man, but they love it." I told Javi. Javi goes, "Dude, you don't say culo, you say ole caleros." And I was like, "We're writing a song about that." Months goes by.
He told me.
Wait, this line right here.
Walking to the bar, ole caleros. Baby, put your boots on, watch it for the widow. Looking for some trouble, ole caleros.
Dude, y'all are gonna have a song on a movie score soon or soundtrack.
This one we did.
could see
We
this
did a
being
few
on.
takes of this, and I was like, I'd had fucking
Uh-oh.
a bottle of
Yeah. Whatever.
of liquor, and I always drink American honey in the studio because it like, I don't know. I believe that it's helping my throat. It's,
The placebo effect of
it's-
honey.
it's probably not, but
This Tedder's little hit in there.
yeah, there he is. But yeah, we did a few vocal takes and it was okay. And then he was like, dude goes, just do one more and just be fucking weird. And that one was the one that really actually came out fun.
So, funny thing about not being a competent slide player is I'm recording this song with Nick Lee and Matt Tedder in the room. And those two dudes are the best slide players I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
What do I do?
luckily I found out later Tedder's recovering from a pretty crazy night. I don't know that I can
He's
divulge.
struggling.
I don't know if we're supposed
We can't divulge all that information, but
Yeah.
he pulled through.
I don't think he'd been asleep yet for sure.
I don't know.
What does Ole Calero mean?
What's up, assholes?
I
It
thought
is,
that was
right?
Chicloso.
So the story goes, you walk into the bar, you see your buddies. What's up, assholes?
Oh,
And
okay.
it's like, what's up? You know,
Yeah.
let's have a drink. The next
Yeah.
part is you're out with a chick, and some dudes confront you. You're like, what's up, assholes? You fucking get in a fight, and the cops show up. What's up, assholes?
Yeah.
You know, it's like this defeated, like,
Yeah.
it's like,
the squad
three
car's
phases.
pulling up. Oh, ole caleros.
Yeah.
yeah.
Javi
So-
gave me a little Spanish lesson. I didn't know some
What's-
of these words.
Javi, what's Chicloso mean?
Chicloso?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a
Chicas
word.
Locas for $5
Someone told me it
blowjob.
meant taint.
I meant taint?
Yeah.
Chiclosos? I've
It's
never heard
supposed to
that
be
one
like-
before.
It's supposed to
I
be
do-
like licorice or Laffy Taffy taint.
I do want you guys
I
to
like
turn this
this.
part
I
up.
like the taste of
listen
that.
to Blake's background vocals and listen to Tedder's lead on this. Blake on the harp.
It sounded like he was chicken picking for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Was he?
Heard Texas Blues.
Yeah.
No pick, just finger picking.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that sounds really good, man.
What- the
I'm
good-
ready to listen to the whole thing
The
now.
cool story about Tedder coming in and doing that in not the best
Condition?
was about the second take. I looked at Barry. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna work. I was like, let's do one more. I was like, I think he can do it, but it's not happening yet. And I went out to Tedder. I was like, hey, man, if you're not feeling it, man. He's like, I think I got it. And he did it. And I was like, all right, go fucking home. And he went straight from there to record a Fort Worth Weekly recording.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot. The poor bastard didn't get to go home until after that.
No,
Ooh.
but I was like, dude, if you need to go home, man, we got this. I love you, and I don't want to put you out. And he just like did this one take. I was like, you're done, you got it. Like that's what we needed.
It sounds good. I like it.
I had no idea that there was that situation where he almost couldn't pull it off. I was like, this is the first for me. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
He was still,
but that wasn't it. He was still like
the night before.
He was
He'd had a good time.
the asset hangover or something like that. Right?
A normal 22.
Well, we were trying not to say anything.
Yeah,
It's all right, man. Nobody cares.
How old is Tedder?
22.
Yeah.
And as a 22-year-old
Yeah, they're
boy,
champs. They're
I
champs.
foisted
They'll
his
bounce back.
first legal drink upon him, like at midnight.
One of the funny stories with
this
these
now.
guys is Luther and Mabe, and actually Tedder was talking to Blake, and he's like, dude, that boy's good, man. And he's like, don't make him one of us. Don't make him one of us. 2 years later, motherfucker's in their band.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, listen to Matt Tedder Trio, badass band.
Yeah.
What are y'all going as up at the rummage sale?
Fat Cheddar.
Is that Fat Cheddar?
When we
Or
do
just
that,
y'all-
my wife does the rummage sale, and we do
Yeah.
that. We play that like every couple months or something. She was like, "Well, I can't have you every month." I was like, "I don't care either way.
Yeah.
It's cool." She was like, "Well, people would, they wouldn't like it." And then I've had people be like, "Are y'all gonna play this time?" We're like, "No."
No, wife doesn't want to pay rent. Sorry. How many more songs do you guys want to play?
We can go through however many you want. I don't
Play
want to.
something a little different.
I don't want to give them all away. Just
No, I
so
want
there's
to give a
some
little different
surprise,
taste
but
because there's kind of two sides of the road.
Give him
songs.
speaking of taste, give him
What
a
a-
taste of the whip.
What about Let It Burn? That's been a
We
favorite.
can do Let It Burn. Taste of the whip.
I want to get a little
Maybe a couple
input
more.
on this one.
We haven't gone to side B yet, but we can.
Let It Burn
Is Let It Burn on side B?
No, that's on side A.
We can go to Taste of the Whip then if you want to hear something on
That's
side
kind
B.
of on the same vibe.
And then we'll go back to Let It Burn.
Okay, two more.
Okay.
Taste of the Whip, Let It Burn, then we're done.
And we don't have to play the whole song and talk over it. We can just play parts of it. We don't have to,
It's up to you. It's up to you.
So Taste the Whip. We're rolling
I
through
want to
that.
hear your opinion on Let It Burn because we've got some pretty heavy hitters that have heard it. Some pretty awesome, iconic people, and we want your opinion.
Okay.
And you can ask Blake what
And-
this is about on Taste of the Whip.
Is this a look into your S&M lifestyle, Blake?
Oh yeah, very
Very?
much so. No,
You said SNL lifestyle, right? Like
yeah.
watching Saturday Night Live. on
Yeah,
Saturday?
we just hang out at home and watch SNL.
we
It's,
have an SNL club.
I don't know. This is like using somebody like a drug and letting them do that to you too. It's personified. Crush me, cook me, cut me.
This one's a shorty. What's y'all's average run time on
As
these
long as we
tracks?
can
Probably
hold
like
out.
5-6 minutes on.
Anywhere from 340 to about 550, something like that.
Not to be specific.
Anywhere from 347 to 552.
Well, this one's way shorter than that. This is
Shut up.
256. So. you know.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of them that are like 3 minutes. Sorry, man. I didn't know you wanted me to be so specific.
You are incredible.
I want it by measure count.
I don't know about that.
Here comes a lead. Not yet.
Is it your lead? Does Johnny ever get to lead?
See, this is more straightforward rock and roll than
He's just a badass. I wouldn't call him a rhythm guitarist. He's just another guitarist. Like you don't.
Do y'all get to duel any?
A little bit.
I do some. It's fun to watch.
I know y'all do live. I just didn't know if y'all put it to tape or not.
Yeah, no, a little bit.
Dude, this is good. I'm ready to get this in vinyl. Like I'm ready to have it.
I want to get it.
I want to have it.
Vinyl and play it in my car as I drive around.
Yeah, I'm gonna install a vinyl player so I can listen to it on vinyl while I'm going to Dairy Queen.
Let's do it.
What car was
Jam
it?
it.
We were talking about that.
An Edsel, I think. That had the
record
little
player
record
in it.
player? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to this guy. Oh, that's me now.
That's cool.
I always
That's
stretch
cool.
that shit out.
What'd
as
you
long as
have
I
on
can.
it?
I don't even know.
That's a weird.
Weird shit.
Yeah.
That was some weird.
It was cool, though.
Do my
Your
things.
pedal board always gives me tired head.
You're not alone.
I was like, oh
well,
my
your
god.
finger work gives me tired head, so my pedal board, it's a trade-off.
Trade-off. All right, so Let It Burn. That was the
Yeah.
one. That was the other one.
Yeah, we've gotten so we put this album together and we had our picks and what we thought were going to be the songs we wanted to release, and our manager was able to get them in front of some pretty awesome people's ears.
Are you going to name drop, or are you going to leave it vague?
No, don't
name
do
drop.
that.
Just really awesome people, like iconic.
So really, it's pointless talking about it.
Yeah, and
Are
they
any of
picked-
them first name Josh?
Jack? No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Trent? I don't know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. Arnold, yes. Tom Arnold.
Sweet. Tom Arnold's
Tom
amazing.
Arnold loves this
He's
whole
No,
thing.
man. He meant Arnold from the different strokes.
We're actually getting
yeah.
stamped
Wait,
approval.
Arnold Palmer, the golfer.
Nelson? Nelson, I don't know.
It's not a lot.
Nelson.
Nelson Mandela?
Who's Nelson Mandela?
Mandela. He's the guy that makes the beer.
Ran for president. Of,
Mandela beer.
Mandela beer.
There you go.
Anyway, we were fortunate enough to get in front of in some really cool ears, and they picked different songs that
They liked. Yeah.
And this is kind of one of the ones. So
Was
it's one of my favorites. It's different for sure. You know, guys like Dan Halen.
Steely Stan.
Von Henley.
That's got to be a tribute band, right? Steely Stan.
Dan Halen was in Squidbillies, and we're playing with
Steve
we're playing,
Mustaine.
Dan Halen Associated Act this weekend.
James Hetfield.
Yeah.
Jilly Nelson.
You know,
Do you?
yeah, I do. I have the URL. I should
Johnny
know this.
Johnny Stash. Wait.
Chad was about to say, 9 to 5 hookers.
Jamerl Haggard.
Jamerl Haggard.
The guy that runs Girls Gone Wild.
Who's that dude?
Jamerl Haggard.
What's that guy's name? I forgot it. Wow, what a blast to the from the yeah, reverb and clanky stuff. This is real psych rocky to me.
Did you record your vocals dry, or did you go through a reverb?
Oh.
Yeah, there was
reverb device, because that's an old.
Oh, I was talking about the guitar.
Oh.
thought you were talking about
We had a
I'm talking
really
about
crazy vocal chain going at Modern Electric. They've got some cool, crazy vintage gear.
Yeah.
And we put something together that I don't think can be replicated ever. It sounded cool. It was doing like all these kind of overtones and cool things.
There's some wild shit going on right there.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
That's cool that y'all did that. Like set out to do that too.
A handful of microphones too, like some cool.
Copperphone.
Copperphone was one of the ones we use on this. Which that's I use that one on the like left and the play.
Yeah,
it's a different version of copperphone. Basically similar effect.
Have y'all ever used a pipe bomb?
Yeah, I'm wanted by that.
No, the
ATF?
mic, the microphone. I've always wanted to play with one of those.
Did you guys put this to on tape? Or
No, we had to go digital for this because.
Did it come up? Did you think about it, or was there just too many things you
We've
wanted?
done tape a couple times, but it's so expensive. It's so limiting in time. And
Yeah.
we were a new band, and we just wanted to kind of
Get it
make
out there.
survive,
Yeah.
And we've been able to replicate a tape-ish sound pretty well.
Yeah.
We may try that in the future.
That's what I was gonna
If
say.
if we feel if it's the right thing to do, if
Yeah.
we're comfortable with it. You know?
Once you get that bling bling,
Yeah.
that ice.
$250 a reel for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of expensive.
I can't put my finger on what this reminds me of.
You hear that backup
can't
vocal
either.
over there?
Is that you?
That's Marcus.
Where is Marcus?
This sounds like a fun album to make. Like it sounds like y'all had fun in the process.
I don't
Making
really
it.
remember it.
That means it was
That
fun.
means it was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had a great time doing it.
Dustin, do you have stereo?
Yeah.
Listen to this next part. Where the lead kind of breaks off.
Okay. This is giving me boner. This ending is insane. I love this.
I love it too.
That's
I like it. I like that.
that gave me a boner. I like that. Not a fear boner.
Fun boner.
Guitar boner.
It's a guitar boner. It was a fun
A rock
boner.
and roll
It's an
boner.
excitement boner.
Yeah. A guitar rock and roll band boner.
That song is sexy.
Thank you.
One of y'all is gonna get laid because of that thing.
That was. I wanted to play some contrast
We
because
already
we've got
have.
we've kind of got two sides of the coin of Royal Sons. There's the psychedelic rock
Yeah.
bluesy stuff, and then there's like the open tuning slide bluesy stuff, and it's two things. Like,
But I'm like Dustin. There's something weird that you can't put your thumb on. That's really cool too. That's going on. Like it's not just, oh, this song sounds like a psych rock band. This song sounds like a straight rock and roll. This sounds like a Texas plucking song. Like there's something else that's really cool about what I've heard. I approve it.
We
I
call
give
that the devil.
Yeah.
I always
I give it a thumbs up.
I always feel like a little spaghetti,
Thumbs up and thumbs
like
in.
a westerny spaghetti
Yeah.
western kind of feel too as well.
Shut the
I
fuck
always-
up,
I always
Javi. Where'd
feel
you
that.
even come from?
No, I can
You
get
know?
that too. I totally get
Yeah,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
But without
That's just my redneck twang in there, buddy.
and it stays spaghetti. It doesn't get surfy, because a lot of times when
Yeah.
you have spaghetti western stuff, you start kind of drifting into the surf land, and no,
With the
this
spaghetti
it gets dirty. It's like spaghetti in the
guitar
dirt.
blues.
I grew
It's
up
got a
on
guitar
spaghetti
blues
western
feel.
and blues.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
It sounds like a band I would want to join.
And
if I was
like-
a guitar player, I'd be like, oh, I got to be in that band. It's
That's
fucking
good.
sounds like it was fun to make. Sounds like you got professionals at all positions.
Whenever I do too many Trinities, you might have. You might have.
You want to
choice.
play for me, man?
Do you guys do you dwell on song placement within an album? And in this day and age, do you?
Kinda.
Because the song we just played, "Let It Burn," comes in spot number 3, and I've always been one that like the first song's got to knock you off your feet, and then you have another rocker, and then you just kind of chill out for a little bit about the third or fourth song, and then like
The art
you
of
kind of float around, and then
yeah.
the seventh song was
mastering.
always like another banger,
So
and
the
led you
Bob
out
Rock.
the back
we
end.
kind
The
of landed
Bob
on
Rock
a
theory of
we
song
kind of
placement.
landed on a different philosophy on this one. Best song first, but two sides, like two albums, two separate albums. Like
We were-
first favorite song, first song, second favorite song, first song of side B,
Yeah.
and then vice versa.
We're
like
focusing on like first and second best songs, like or our favorites or whatever, like being the first side of one and the side two of the other, and then,
Yeah.
you know, and then the end songs were like, so kind of the songs that bookend both sides
each side, yeah.
are the songs that we kind of were trying to place.
Your sellers, your big
above.
sellers. Yeah.
But if you listen to side A by itself, it's an album. If you
Yeah.
listen to
Yeah.
side B, it's an album.
Yeah,
which is
that's
different
true.
than our live show. We do things differently for that.
Yeah,
That's
and
called.
I don't give a I
it's
didn't
called
really care how we put
two
the album
EPs
together.
guys,
I
two
care
EPs.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Handful of Trinities.
I worry about like how we do each set list more than I do
But
the
when you
placement of the album.
when you're in
even. I don't know.
your environment, listening environment, like it's a different thing than when you're at the club
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm definitely gonna give this a complete run through next time I'm doing usually I listen very heavily to music when I'm doing photo editing.
I feel like we buried the
Going
lead
through
too
a
much
project,
of this
I wanna
show.
hit this.
Like we freaking should have gotten to this music right off the bat. I feel bad.
I will just cut the first.
So
in the
show
edit, we'll
notes-
just cut the
yeah,
hell
and then
out of the first
everything.
part of the show.
All the
and just
drug talks needs we need to flip flop it. And in the show notes, like the header and stuff, say make sure you listen to the end of the show. You fuckwads.
Everybody listens to the end.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they skip over us talking about drugs.
I still want to meet someone that listens to the show.
I'm waiting
Do
to do
you?
that too.
Do you really?
Yeah, I know.
You want to meet him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we?
I figure
Or her.
one day when I go to like
I can introduce you to
Beto
one.
prison or something like
I know one guy for sure. One.
Cofield prison.
Is he like making bombs in the Montana
He's at
wilderness?
Trainers
in a
on.
shack?
Is
He's
he?
over
Is
there
he?
at the log cabin.
It's East Texas. It's not Montana, but yes.
Once the meth heads moved out of next door, we lost half our listenership. So it was like,
Yeah, we were.
Now the cops listening in down the street probably
Yeah.
just to like
Surveillance.
check on what's really going
but that's
on
the
down
deal.
here.
They don't listen to it online. They listen to it with their little radar devices.
What are they
Looking at
saying?
all this. What
If
are
you
they
just
saying?
joined in the podcast, you could hear it all.
What is
really
this new
clearly.
street drug
They
called?
have-
The Trinity.
They have microphones into preamps.
You can hear
so
it
can
crisp,
hear it.
and
Yeah.
it'll sound good.
Like I hear a mumbled marijuana, marijuana.
So we don't have a date yet, but as
Not
soon
yet.
as we do, you guys got to let us know.
Let's get on it, man. Let's get this thing
so
out.
we can
Let's
we
get
can
this shit
promote
out.
this show. You're gonna have
It's
a
awesome.
huge release party.
Yep.
You're gonna put a bar on stage like the Methinks boys, and
No, we're gonna put a fire on stage because we do things a little different.
There's no room for a bar up
Ain't
there.
no room for extra hot dogs on our
There really
stage.
isn't. There really isn't. Y'all take up all the stage.
There's not on their stage either.
No.
They
No,
just
they-
make it happen.
Those are special smoked hot dogs you guys got at that shit.
That's true. Are you gonna have it at Lola's?
Yes.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be right.
That's home base.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it
you might
will
as
be.
well have it at home base.
We'll get crucified if we don't.
Yeah. Do one in
I'll be
Dallas too,
fired.
though. Fuck
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know.
Pharrell will be like,
Someone
dude,
will
you've
lose a
been telling me
job."
for 2 years that you were going to do that here. You son of a bitch. Get out of
No,
here.
It'll be Lola's. It'll be fun.
You sure you don't want to do it at Pitchers in Arlington?
Or just
I'm sure the fine people of pictures are, I'm sure they're all wonderful folks over there. but
No Slayer would
But I-
gladly
gotta
play
stay
their
with
I
Lola.
just
debut
don't have that
album.
relationship with them. And
what about like a just rent out Chicas Locus for the night?
There you
I
go.
was thinking more like the
$5
old illusions that
$5
There you go.
jobs.
Out there on the Highway 80.
Yeah. Just
Times have changed.
the nastiest titty bar.
$9
That
blowjobs.
scares me.
Oh, I thought it was $5.
No, it's
Man.
times have changed.
Oh, this has
$9
gone up.
blowjobs.
Inflation.
When we have
Inflation.
our album release, it's $9.
right.
$4 BJ inflation just in the time of the show.
Just
Yeah.
at the time of the show.
It's
gone up to $4.
Shit's getting
$4
crazy.
has gone up.
We can have a peak wall set up at Lola's in the bathroom.
No, that's illegal.
Well, I will wear a sheet around me if I need to.
Didn't Chuck Berry do that? in
Whoa,
one of his
sir.
restaurants.
Isn't that what Karate Kid was
Chuck Berry
about?
did
Like
that.
he
I
had his
think
own.
he
He had his own.
Chuck Berry was
People?
putting cameras in the female
Oh, yeah.
bathrooms for a
Down
while.
below.
For a while.
Yeah.
For always.
We got him out in the yard, so when y'all go out there and piss, we're looking at Don.
You're watching
We
the
be
guy.
looking-
You're watching fucking the dude wipe our peels.
Ignore the blue glow that's coming up from under the ground when you're taking a piss.
Wait, I thought the guy that was wiping our peels was named Blue Glow. Like, I was like, hey.
Yeah, the guy out there that's helping you clean up.
He's like, hey, man.
He's got mint and gum, and there's no light.
You
to
guys got
see it.
Trinity's in there?
Yeah, Trinity's at home. Trinity comes out during the summer.
Jeez.
All right, well, Royal Sons playing Thursday.
Oh, my
At the
God.
rail.
You know how to segue. I want to do one more thing. I know we're running super late, but I want to do this for you, Matt. I didn't know if you are y'all Guns N' Roses fans?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, GNR fans.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that they're putting out a box set
I know we did.
for for Appetite for Destruction? It's a $1,000 box set.
Jeez, a little out of my budget.
So you can just hear Axl Rose screaming at everybody.
Our Matt GoFundMe.
Yeah. So I can get my Guns N' Roses box set.
There is so much shit on this box set. It's fucking insane. Like there's crap all over it, and like
I
think
don't like them that
Wait,
much.
there's crap all over a Guns N'
Yeah,
Roses
that's
album.
it. There, I think every song has its
He's
own
not even talking about
side to
Chinese
a
democracy.
vinyl. Like they're recording a super high fidelity. It's supposed to be an ultimate collector's edition, but they released a
That
song
using
this
that
week.
real heavy weight of the vinyl. That
Yeah.
They
released a song this week that was from
Appetite for Destruction
the,
days.
the recording. Have you heard it?
Uh-uh.
Let's just kind of jam a little bit and see what you think.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to, and it sounds good.
Who's playing guitar on this?
Is it called Live Like a Suicide? The song?
Oh, nice.
It's called
Is it-
Shadow of Your Love.
Oh.
But it's fast. It's very punk rock feeling.
Yeah.
And then you have old school Axl being really high pitched and crazy. Come on. I haven't done much research, but I think this was on Live Like a Suicide, which was their demo before Appetite.
And it's supposed to be worth a lot of money if you can find it.
I doubt there's any in circulation at all, even in trader shops or whatever.
I feel like there needs to be slide in this.
We can do it.
There needs to
We
be
can do
more
it.
slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's
Hey,
cool, man.
Axl.
Kind of badass that
Yeah.
something that sounds this good, this quality from that time period is unearthed for
Yeah.
the first time or whatever.
Yeah. It's not a disappointment.
No.
Like that Pantera song that was that they released, what was it, like 10 years ago? They said, hey, we got this. It sounded just like one of their other songs. Like it wasn't meant to ever go out. This one actually sounds like a whole new track and
Yeah.
really cool.
Like it
That's-
was done right.
That
So
actually
it's kinda
sounds like the highlight of
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
Yeah.
some shit. Appetite for Destruction shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
No Chinese democracy shit.
I don't
No,
understand your
no, no.
Chinese.
I don't understand your Chinese democracy.
I don't understand your Chinese.
You're gonna die.
And I don't
You're in
know.
the jungle, baby.
I don't know what's civil about war anyway.
Isn't there like rumors or it really happened? Like they went to Joe T. Garcia's in their heyday, and one of them fell into the fountain that's out there. Have y'all heard that?
And it's
I
still
hope
there
so.
to this day.
You don't understand my Chinese.
I don't understand. I can't see Guns N' Roses
I-
at Joe T.
I
Garcia's hanging out.
No, I've heard
I
that
can't
from
see
several
Guns N'
people.
Roses eating.
I've heard that from
Until,
several
like,
people
later.
that they went to Joe T. Garcia's.
I wonder if there's pictures of this.
I think there's got to be because I've heard that from a lot of people. But I also heard
Wait,
that he got
they're like,
one
hey,
of them
let's
got
just
drunk
do
and,
heroin
like,
on the
fell
patio.
fell in the fucking fountain.
Hey, all us, Javi, come on. Did Joe T. Garcia's have that? Is there any proof of
That's
this?
just racist.
I mean, really, dude? Like, I mean,
Uh,
come on.
He was supposed to
Jeez.
fire off some Spanish and be like,
Hey, give us an outro, a Spanish outro. Like, you have been listening to the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast
Hey,
show. Matt
just give
Stubbs
us
has a
the,
big dick. Just say that.
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, there you go.
Addiction.
And then Dustin will follow it up with some de ese.
Que SSAM1270.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't do it, Javi. Don't do it.
Don't give it.
Don't fucking do it.
What is it called?
It's a trap.
It's.
What am I, some fucking monkey that
Yeah,
fucking
don't-
you want spouting off words?
Don't
huh?
dance for these honkies. Don't you fucking do it.
Don't do it.
Don't dance for these honkies.
Dude, it's real cool.
Oh man.
I like how all of us are.
Okay, do this, Javi.
I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna see what they say.
Javi, what's your favorite song on the album?
You know, I don't know, man. Axel really just kind of ruined it with that last song.
You're like, I just got a bad taste in my mouth now. I can't remember any of our own music.
I mean, my penis got really soft.
You should
all
probably
this funky dancing is making my penis
You
real
should do
soft.
a post-production edit and be like, "This is not the Royal Sons." Right before you play the. Guns
I think
N'
it was
Roses.
pretty clear that we were talking about Guns
just
N'
for the
Roses
slow
a little bit.
people.
So do this, Javi.
Or not.
Where do we go hunt you guys down at?
Oh well. The
Social
rail on
media.
Thursday.
You got the show at
Oh, yeah.
the rail on
So,
Thursday.
yeah,
Pictures?
we got the show
Pictures
at the
of Huntington.
rail on Thursday with Unknown Henson. I was gonna say 50 cents. I don't know why.
What?
But 50 thick, right? And whiskey dick.
Javi's been real sick, guys.
And so
He's had a few Trinities.
yeah, a few too many 5x9s. CC 69s. Something like that. But no, so we're playing this Thursday with Unknown Henson.
Okay.
And the album will
And
come
more to
out
come.
whenever
When it
it's
fucking
announced.
comes out, it'll come out when we're damn ready for it.
Yeah, and
You
we're
just remember
Wait,
that.
and
we're almost ready.
And you should also come to Lola's on Saturday to support the Scottish Rite Children's
Yes.
Thank
Hospital.
you, Chad, for bringing that up.
Yes.
That's a
Um,
great charity.
What
It's
time
a
does that?
good
What time
cause.
does that start, Blake?
That's going to start at 4 o'clock. The music will start at 4. Yeah, we've got a lot of great people out
Yeah.
there. Ansley Doherty is going to be opening up. We've got
Sam
her-
Anderson,
Sam Anderson. We've got Daniel Katsuk, Sam Anderson,
Joe Bill Rose,
Joe Bill Rose, Fuzz King Radio, and then there's
Royal Sons. I mean,
special
Snow
guests.
Slayer.
I mean, sorry,
Snow
special
Slayer.
guests
Snow
that
Slayer.
possibly might show up. We don't know who. And
Guns N'
Just
Roses.
dudes that love to help.
Guns
big
N'
guys.
Roses will be there.
And then you're going to Joe T. Garcia's after the show.
And this is a benefit for the Scottish Rite Hospital.
Joe
Texas
C.
Scottish
Garcia.
Rites
Texas
Hospital for Children.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the second annual. They've done a lot from some members of my family, and it's really like got a special place in my heart. And so last year we raised, I think, almost $2,000 for this, and we're gonna see what we can do this time. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's Saturday,
Tight.
right?
Yeah.
This
Good deal.
Saturday.
This
Yep.
Saturday.
Yeah, man.
It's
Everybody
not-
go out there.
Yeah.
It's not an afterthought. Like, we love to be part of special things. Like, we did last 2 Sundays ago, we did a benefit for my brother-in-law who he built a nonprofit organization for soldiers with PTSD, and he brought the 101st Airborne out for their first reunion in like 10 years. He put them up for the weekend. We did a show for them. Like, it was my nephew played a
Royal
whole
Sons?
set. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, my nephew played a whole set.
Dude, you should have hit us up.
I saw the pictures of him standing.
Yeah,
up on
that
stage.
sounds
That's
awesome.
cool.
Dude, he's such a badass. He's about to be 5. He's 4.5. He played the whole set with us. He told my sister before he went on, he's like, I'm going to be both brave and smart. And I was like, well, that's one more than most of us, because we're all brave, but none of us are smart. But he got up there and he jammed it out, and we did it. And, playing for those guys and like being a part of something cool for people that do like really sacrifice shit
Yeah.
was really cool for us. And we're always down to do that.
Does your brother do anything for the Carry the Load that comes through Dallas?
He has not yet.
He hasn't?
He just got into it.
Yeah, he
Just
does
got into
Carry
it.
the Load.
I've
and
done
that's-
carry load every year.
Yeah.
I'm a vet.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you.
absolutely.
He and my sister wanted to put something together, and that was their first event. They went all out. They brought these guys out. They had their like I said, their first reunion after 10 years from Afghanistan. Brought them out, put them in an RV park, had Joe Bill Rose come out and play for them, catered it. There was new families that never even met each other. Just get the boys back together, you know. But at the same time, they're doing services about PTSD, you know, different kind of
workshops and stuff.
Workshops, if it's herbal, if it's you know, just meeting with people and like different things that will help everyone out, like help those dudes out. Like there's a lot that those dudes know, you know. We don't know because we're just assholes at home being assholes, but we're trying to do a little bit extra to help everyone out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That's really rad.
Every band should do that. It's kind of our duty.
Yeah, it is.
I say that like I'm in a band. Every podcaster should do that.
We should.
It's kind of our duty.
Every American
citizen
should
do that.
Every
It's kind of our
citizen
duty.
should do
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on, man.
Help those around us.
Yep.
That are less fortunate.
While these guys are fucking out there doing cool shit, we're trying to play fucking Limp Bizkit songs and shit. You know, we're trying to be as big
Linkin
as
Park.
We're trying to be as big as Korn. Come on, man.
Come on now.
You gotta be
We're trying to get
realistic.
You're trying to get big enough to where John Travolta will play you in a movie.
That's been
It's
my
about
goal.
goals, man. It's about goals. Baby
I just
steps.
want to
Baby
be big enough that Matt Tedder plays me in a movie. That's all.
There you go.
That's
There
all
you
I
go.
want.
All right, let's get out of here. What song y'all want to end with?
Ooh,
this is the big one, the walkout.
The title track, Praise and Worships.
Yeah,
let's do it. All right. So it's been a blast. Instagram,
Thank you, boys.
Royal Sons Texas.
Hey, thanks for coming out, man. It's been a while. We're glad you came in.
Thank y'all for making it out, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Facebook is Royal Sons Texas or TX.
TX.
And
Thanks, guys.
yeah, if you see another Royal Sons that has a British accent, just kind of click off that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
fuck
them.
those guys.
You want the Texas one.
That's
So the
right.
Texas one.
Those are the quitters.
They've got
The
a
quitters.
V in
They
their
quit.
name, and we don't.
Yeah.
And with that, all we have to say is Hail Satan.
Hell,
Good night.
There you
hell
go.
Satan.
All right. Good night, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I said satin.
Satin. In a white room. Wait, that's right.
It's late. I just admit I'm old man. I might actually be the oldest one here, y'all, just so you know.
What are you, 38?
46.
You got to take a picture.